Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert, and I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us. Repipe Specialists at 844-REPIPE-5. Go to repipe.com now.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
Reasons
If you've
you
been
don't
hurt
need
in
a
a car
cause
crash,
plan.
we'll fight to get you the maximum
5
compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Katie was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
First, we tried a cheaper grocery store, but we still couldn't buy enough food. I keep smiling because I don't want my parents to feel bad. They work so hard, and I know how much they love me. But people like you give us hope. This holiday season, every $10 you donate to Second Harvest Food Bank helps provide 40 meals. Thanks to you, we can enjoy a big meal together as a family. Give today at feedhopenow.org.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone.
Casey, you with us?
This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio 104.1.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, November 6th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from Trump takes the stand to buying a home will never be the same, and a huge star says her kids are not impressed. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is in Ireland. C-Lane had a baby baby. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's Josh doing on a Monday?
Good.
We got Casey with us back at the studio as well. We got a lot to get to on a very busy day, so thanks for hanging out with us. That is much appreciated. This is where we're at, Josh. Me and you, buddy.
Yes.
Here we go. We're rolling through it today. We're doing it, whether we like it or not. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a Flat Earth convention because why not?
My favorite.
Yeah, it's the best type of place. High-level intellectual thought takes place at the Flat Earther conventions. And this old man who's being interviewed has a very unique idea of how the world and the planets and the sun, how it all works. Here we go.
The Earth is flat. Where is the sun? It's 93 million miles away?
The sun at any given time, and when you say the sun, there is no the sun. Everybody has their own sun.
Oh!
What do you mean? Literally. What do you mean literally?
Literally, everybody has their own sun. There's a different sun for everybody.
Yeah. A different sun. I don't understand that. Like, you mean you're saying that there's a different sun here in Las Vegas than there is in New York?
You're not looking at the same sun there, correct.
So how many suns are there?
As many people who are viewing it.
Oh, yeah, this all makes a ton of sense. So, Josh, you have a son. I have a son.
Yes.
Not as in a child, not like Sealand has a new son, but like as in the son, the one you look at is a different one than I look at.
Yes, I have my very own cosmic star.
I love the way that the lengths that the flat earthers will go to just stick by their premise that the earth is flat. Instead of just going like, yeah, maybe I'm wrong on this. There's a sun up there in the air. They're like, no, we have to go now to the level of everybody has their own sun.
It makes sense.
The interviewer gets a little bit frustrated.
So wait, every individual person has their own sun?
Correct.
What?
That is correct. What? The sun's no more than 50 miles away at any given time. And it's
50. Wait. But wait a second. But airplanes go up in the sky.
That's right. And it's like a rainbow.
How come the sun doesn't get bigger when you're in an airplane?
It's like a rainbow.
You move to it, the farther it moves from you. It's like a rainbow. And the sun isn't a thing.
He's breaking. The interviewer he's cracking apart at the seams right now. He's like, this is my job. Go ahead.
I've seen this guy before, this interviewer at like political rallies and stuff, and he always talks to people with like the wildest ideas about how things work.
And then even this one is too much for him. It's broken his brain.
This is going to break me.
The sun is literally not a thing. Wait
a second.
No, it's not like a burning ball of gas or any of that.
Right there. Forgot he dropped the BS line. But there you go. Now you know everybody has their own son. All Day Yuckers on Twitch says, you're getting a son and you're getting a son. One for everybody, I guess. That's how it works out there. Some of these people are just next level dumb, and it's nice to celebrate them. We need you today. I want you to step up with your dispatches. Join us on the show. Go to newsjunkie.com to record yours. And we are going to do this week a very special event, a subathon for secret shows. Ooh. This is when you subscribe to the show. You can do that over at thenewsjunkie.com. You'll learn about secret shows there, and you can jump on board, be a supporter and a subscriber, get the uncensored shows. The last one that we dropped this past weekend was with our friend Ryan Holmes.
Great time.
Always gets out of control during secret shows.
He is an unruly German fella.
He is, really, and he showed it this time. And also Moses DeWitt was with us, on this latest secret show.
With us.
So for subathon, go over and join the party at thenewsjunkie.com. Plus, any good dispatches, I'm going to give you a free month, all right? I'm going to give you a free month subscription if you have the ability or wherewithal to send us a great dispatch today. We did the whole fallback thing this weekend, which I know a lot of people complain about the whole daylight saving time thing, but now, this weekend I realized, what am I complaining about? Everything is automated. I don't do any. I literally had to reset my toaster automatically reset.
The fancy toaster?
The fancy toaster
All
automatically reset the daylight savings time.
What a world.
Only my microwave needed any interaction at all. Every other thing in my life automatically updated itself to daylight savings time with the fallback.
They've made it so easy for us.
I know, but we still complain. And I don't like, I'll tell you, last night, it's like 6 o'clock and it starts getting dark.
I hate that.
Not a big fan of that.
I don't like that I was up at 6:30 in the morning yesterday because my brain was all jumbled up.
Yeah, I don't like that. That throws us off. That's not a good time. But people lose their minds when they get to daylight saving time, whether they have to spring forward or fall back. And now I'm like, I said, I didn't have to do anything. I slept till like 11 o'clock on Sunday, which is super rare for me.
You're so brave.
Which I think means I slept till noon. What with the whole...
If we're doing the math there,
we're doing the math.
Technically, yes.
And I just woke up and I was like, all right, here we are. We switched it up. I didn't have to do a damn thing. It was incredibly easy. Abraham Dragon Friend on Twitch says, too much darkness. That's the problem. That's the thing I don't like. Steve-O on YouTube says, why does a toaster even need a clock? I don't know.
Steve-O, you have not seen this toaster.
Oh, the toaster has a countdown?
It's the Cadillac of toasters.
It is. It's got like graphics on the screen. I can select via picture how dark I want my toast to be. It's a whole new world,
It
man.
holds your hand through the bagel making process.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But yeah, that one was automatically updating on the toaster side. I like that. But we still have daylight saving time. I know a lot of politicians have promised they were going to get rid of that, but so far, no movement on that side.
They've been talking about that in this state for, I feel like, a decade now at least.
I was trying to tell Courtney, I was like, there would be some things that would be screwed up if we stayed in one time zone or whatever. If we just stayed like on one side of daylight saving time, like if we stayed now or if we stayed at the time forward, like flight times and stuff probably would be a little screwy for a while. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be that big a deal. It seems like you rip the Band-Aid off and then it wouldn't be too hard in the long run.
Give everyone like a year or two to adjust.
Yeah, and then we're good. Then we never have to think about it again.
It's fine.
We did this based on like, there used to be wartime during one of the Great World Wars.
Damn right.
And wartime was to like save energy and save money and whatever. And then they ended up keeping that and they changed it from wartime to daylight saving time. And now we just do it because we've always done it. We do so much stuff because we've always done it. Why do most jobs work 9 to 5? Because that's the way we've always done it. Right?
We're not about to change.
No, we're too wrapped up in it to change anything. Another thing I saw over the weekend, and this is one of the dumbest things out there, but I enjoyed Mr. Beast's new video. Did you see this, Josh?
Where he's digging all the wells?
Digging wells in Africa. He dug like 100 wells.
What a guy.
Which always makes me think, why does a YouTuber have to do this? Aren't there like governments and people who could step up?
Weirdly enough, a guy with a YouTube channel is much more efficient than all the world's governments.
Why is that? We have superpowers. We've made nuclear weapons. We have all of these fantastic things. We made the internet. We can fly from country to country, but we can't get people water, and a YouTuber has to drill the wells for them. And people get upset whenever Mr. Beast does these good things. Even though he made 100 wells, they said it'll help hundreds of thousands of people across Cameroon, Kenya, Somalia, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and other countries. And he also said he's going to donate all the money from the video, all the advertising revenue, to building more wells. And then he encouraged his audience to donate to get even more wells to these folks in Africa. And still, there's people who are against this somehow. Don't get it.
It's too wholesome.
I guess so.
It feels like there's got to be a catch somewhere in there.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I think people just want something to hate. That's how we work as Americans more than anything.
Damn right.
But that's just how people work. They want to hate on something when somebody's doing something good. Watch that video if you haven't. I think it's pretty illuminating, and it has like 50 million views already. All right, we're ready for you with your dispatches to roll us through a Tuesday. Guess what? Our friend C-Lane. Our friend C-Lane, who's got a new child, is going to be returning to the show this week.
I'm nervous.
I don't know new C-Lane.
I mean,
No.
I don't know Dad Sealing.
We've had brief interactions with him, but I've not seen him in person in, what's it been, like 3 weeks now?
He hasn't been on secret shows in several weeks. He hasn't been on it's going to be 3 weeks, I think, that or close to it, that he hasn't been on this show, and he's been just in the world of being a new dad, which is an awesome thing for him to experience. But we gotta meet him all over again. He's going to be joining us once again on the show this week. So make sure you're hanging out with us as we roll on, and we want those dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to send those now. When we come back, lots to get into. Somebody leaked the Nashville shooter manifesto. We'll hit that at some point in time. The lady who said the person wasn't real on the back of the plane is finally explaining what was happening in that scenario. So we'll talk about that and a whole lot more on the way. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And on your smart speaker. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
It would be my pleasure.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. There's an accident off to the right shoulder on I-4 westbound before CR 46A. Delays due to an accident on the Beach Line westbound approaching Greenway Main Toll Plaza. Traffic is backed up to Dallas Main Line Toll Plaza. And authorities are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near US 192, exit 244. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Florida Department of Transportation. Next week is Crash Incident Responder Safety Week. Protect those who protect you. If you see first responders pulled over with their lights flashing, slow down and move over. Not only is it the right thing to do, it's the law. Buckle up and be safe.
Folks, there is a company out there that still is doing the right thing, the honest thing, and helping people like you out. When your air conditioner goes out, when there's a problem, when it's not blowing cold air like it should be, when it just isn't working, go to Mills Air, a company that's locally owned and operated and family owned and operated and started by Leon Mills about 30 years ago. So they have a lot of experience in helping people just like you with their problems. And if you're worried because you see dollar signs, maybe your air conditioner is totally gone and you're going to need one of these new Carrier units. Well, two things. One, they've got financing for almost everybody out there, so they can make this a really easy process. And two, if you get one of these incredibly efficient new Carrier units, it can lower your power bill so much that it almost makes up for it. It's really, really a smart thing to do. Their techs can service any brand out there, so don't worry about that. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's their number, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
This is Ian McKellen inviting you to a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Discover the power of the One Ring through Howard Shore's music of The Lord of the Rings. Beneath an immense screen, full orchestra and chorus bring the music of Middle-earth uniquely to life. There is only one Lord of the Rings. Come share in the power.
Coming to the Dr. Phillips Center January 26th through 28th. Get tickets now at drphillipscenter.org. Part of our family series supported by Experience Kissimmee.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. Thank you. I just take one pill each morning and zero heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Selling your car doesn't have to be difficult. This is easy. Do you want the most money for your vehicle? Of course you do. And a hassle-free process? That's GiveMeTheVin.com. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and thousands of online reviews. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you will want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Well, I'm selling my car, and I went to a place claiming they were AutoBuy. But thanks to the Terminator and AutoBuy, I received the Max.
Visit WePayTheMax.com and schedule your appointment today. You'll be back.
Save time and money with the wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $13.95. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app. Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans. We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter Podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with, discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. BILLS. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
Show subscriber, Salt on Wheels. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you jumping on board, and a lot of people hopefully going to do that this week. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and sign up for the subathon this week. Daniel emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. He says, Sean, I went back and started listening to random secret shows on the drive home from work and came across I'm Going to Kill C-Lane from November 2022. I don't remember that.
I vaguely remember why you wanted to kill him.
After I got home, he said, went to work out and damn near fell off the Peloton during the game you guys played.
Flex.
I was laughing so hard. Second half, C-Lane was living his best life, playing the theme song. Oh, I do remember this.
It was the
He said, I thought you were going to rage quit. To mark C-Lane's return, I vote for a revival of the game on his first secret show back. It would have been a banger. You guys killed it Wednesday with Gremlin Space Baby. Keep up the great work and have a great weekend, says Daniel. Daniel, thank you for the email, and thank you for being a Secret Show subscriber. Appreciate you. I want to make an announcement here on the show. All right,
boy.
I decided something this weekend, Josh. I am resigning from the economy. All right.
Are you seceding from the union?
I'm stepping down from the economy.
Okay.
I've decided to withdraw from all economic activity.
I don't blame you.
And there's a very particular reason why. And I want to hear from you on your dispatches of things that you've been surprised by that are so much more expensive than they used to be. And here's an example of how my weekend went. And this is why you'll understand that I think the economy is incredibly stupid right now. On, I think, Friday evening or something, maybe Saturday, Courtney goes, you want to get some Chick-fil-A? And I'm like, yeah, we never get Chick-fil-A. All right, let's do this. Let's get Chick-fil-A. And
yeah,
so
why not?
I get a meal at Chick-fil-A, basic ass, spicy chicken sandwich, you know, the whole thing with a bottle of water. And Courtney gets a meal, and then I think we got like a side of macaroni and cheese that they have at Chick-fil-A.
It's pretty good.
Good stuff. So we get this. And then she buys it, and you know the DoorDash thing is done. And I go, "How much was it?" And she said, $54. And I said,
"For the two of you?"
I said, hang on just a moment. For two human beings to get Chick-fil-A dropped off at their doorstep, it was over $50. Okay, over $50. Because of all the fees and the upcharges and inflation and all of these things, you've got over $50 for two human beings to have Chick-fil-A. And then we went to a place, I think you've been there, Josh, called Bar Italia.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So we went to Bar Italia yesterday. And we sat down, we got like their, a couple of their appetizers, and not their advertisers, their appetizers. Mm-hmm. And we got a meal each, delicious food, just very, very good. Even got some drinks that they had on the menu, like specialty drinks that we each got one of them.
Good stuff.
And said, all right, can we get the check? And we were like, we've got extra food. We've had like a really, really nice meal at this place. It was very, very good. And they put the check down in front of us. And I think it was like $60 or something. And I said, in what world does this situation exist where you go and get some fast food, and fast food is now every bit as expensive and nowhere near as good as actually going and sitting down in a restaurant and having a chef in a full kitchen cook you up a meal, add appetizers, drinks, the whole thing, and you sit down, it's all virtually the same price.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And if it comes down to, can I go to McDonald's or go to an actual restaurant? Why not go to the restaurant?
Yeah, because what was it last week? An average Big Mac meal is like $16 to $18 now.
$16 or so. In some places around that, right? Some places a little cheaper. Somebody was like, "Oh, my Big Mac is." Most places are more expensive now. It's like $16 for a Big Mac meal. Two people to go out. Now you're at $32 for your Big Mac meals as you're sipping on your sodas. Or you could go to an actual restaurant. You look down, the prices on the menu, $16 for an entree. Well, why wouldn't I get that? I'm out. And I'm done with this. Liza says, same. Leaving the economy, just cooking all this stuff myself. That's what she's going to.
Good for you.
That's a smart move. I mean, it's so expensive for some stuff, and then other stuff you're like, wait, hold on. I don't understand how this works. Delivery Penguin, who would know about this on YouTube. The problem is the delivery. If you'd have picked up Chick-fil-A from the restaurant yourself, it would have been less than $20. Still, if you're paying $20 or $30 for two people to eat fast food, you can 100% go to a restaurant and sit down and eat for that, like we did. And we had appetizers and all kinds of extra delicious stuff This is the problem that we have right now. I don't understand why it's gone so far astray from where it used to be, but it has. And I was like reminiscing like an old man. I said, Courtney, when I used to work at the water job, I used to get
it's the water job.
Yeah, I used to get in the van, do my water job deliveries, and I would go to the Taco Bell around the corner, and I think I could get like 2 bean burritos and then just ask for a water for like $1.20. You could eat, like you could get sustenance to continue on with your day. I was so poor at that time. I could eat and survive for like $1 something. And it's the fast food prices seem to have gone up more than anything else out there. I just don't understand it. Maybe you have some experiences like that. Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. And don't forget, for the subathon this week, if your dispatch is good, you'll get a free, well, we'll probably give you a week or a month. I don't know if secret shows. We'll hook you up.
Figure it out.
Depends on how good the dispatch actually is. All Day Yuckers says, Taco Bell has a $2 beefy melt burrito. Is that the cheapest thing they have? I mean,
no, I will give them credit. Their prices are still fairly consistent with how they used to be.
They're cheaper than everybody else.
They are.
Still, they are.
I got like 4 things the other day with a drink, and it was like $8.
Right. Yeah. They're the like lone holdout where things are still kind of more affordable. And then you go to the place across the street and it's insanely expensive. Tiffany Gomez, the woman behind the viral video that was all over the social media.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see
all
this?
over. She was the one who said the person back in the back of the plane was not real. And she did an interview this week for Barstool Sports. She said it was my very worst moment, which I say, no, it wasn't. It was not your very worst moment. It was actually probably the best thing that ever happened to Crazy Plane Woman. Because everybody watched this video of Crazy Plane Woman, and they said, this is a lunatic, but she looks relatively normal and slightly attractive, and so therefore we're more interested in this.
Conspiracies abound.
Yeah, and then it was like, what's really going on here? And now she's got over 1 million followers on some of the social platforms. And I'm like, how is this the worst thing that happened to you? I'm ready to go on a plane myself and start screaming at some rando and see what I can get going on.
Do it. Why not?
Well, what do I have to lose, Josh? I've got nothing to lose over here. Casey will take over the show when I go to jail. Casey, back at HQ, will you take over when I get arrested?
Sure, why not?
All right, good.
Yeah. I like the confidence.
He's going to step right up, and then
it'll be Total Time 2.0.
I'll be in jail for a short period of time, but then viral afterwards. She did an interview, and she talked about what happened on this plane. And she said, the reason I probably haven't come out yet, because it's so cringe. I didn't see anything, she said. She was just using "this guy doesn't exist" as an expression of speech. She said the altercation arose after she gave up her aisle seat for another passenger taking the middle seat instead. She repeatedly told the host she wouldn't get into all the details, but she said there was really bad energy in the moment. So no aliens, unfortunately, for all of us.
Or the aliens coached her on what to say.
That could be the case. You can never be 100% certain. Let's hear from you. Let's work in some dispatches. I'm looking at the word deliveries and saying that. Some dispatches, and we got Synth Solution talking about the problem with deliveries. Here goes Synth Solution.
Hey, junkies, how's it going?
Hey.
The problem with DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that, they tend to add more money to the item itself. So, like an extra $3 or $4.
Yep.
So you got that. You've got the fees, the numerous fees. Sometimes you get a deal on the delivery, but a lot of times you're looking at spending an ungodly fortune for something you can just go drive 3 minutes down the road and get the same thing for cheaper. Anyway, have a good day.
You know what the problem is, though? We all got so lazy because there's a lot of you who are very confused by this. Like Vicky, she says, I really don't understand with the tide turn that people expect fast food delivered to their door. Delivery plus these fees, go get in the car and get it. And actually, we've been doing that a little bit more because Courtney is currently on week 9 of her pizza tour where...
Wow, has it been that long?
Yes, yeah. She burns so many calories. She goes for like a 5K, a 4K run, 5K run, whatever, every single day.
All the Ks.
All the Ks are done by her. 0 Ks done by me. And then she walks with me, and when we take Lady at the end of the day, and we go about 2.5 miles on our walk each day. So she's burning like 7,000 calories a week, and she rewards herself with one thing: only her pizza tour on Fridays. That's the only thing she rewards herself with. And we started going like, oh, well, this place is right across the street. Why would we get this delivery? And we just jump in the car, get it. Takes like 5 seconds, drive back, and you avoid all of that stuff. But it's kind of baked in right now. It's kind of baked into what we all expect. I don't want to get off the couch.
I blame COVID.
COVID did it. You're right. Like, that totally accelerated this to where we view getting food from that place. Like, I haven't waited in a drive-through line 4 years, maybe. It's been a long time for me. Here's Justin with a dispatch.
What up, y'all?
Hey.
Happy today.
You too.
These weekends are definitely getting shorter and shorter. So, Sean, you do realize if you dashed outside the house and got the food yourself.
Yes, I understand.
Cheaper. And they also have apps. You know, get some points, get some free stuff. You know we love free stuff. Anyways,
yes, we do.
Care.
Yeah, but I'm bad with that. My problem with that, like, God, I got to get better at these things. I don't know why. I'm such a waste sometimes. I go to 7-Eleven, and every time, because 7-Eleven's close to my house, every time I take the time to put in my phone number so I can hook it up to my reward points.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for years, all right? I am the Scrooge McDuck of 7-Eleven rewards points.
Diving into that virtual pile.
I think I have 60,000 rewards points from 7-Eleven. And the people behind the cash register even go like, oh, my God. Do you ever do anything with these? And I was like, I don't know what they do. And they're like, you could get a free pizza for 200 points, and you have 60,000. Like,
30 pizzas?
Like,
300 pizzas?
It's a lot of pizzas. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I walk home, and then I complain about everything being so expensive. So I'm not good.
Use your rewards points.
Yeah, I got to do this, but I'm just so bad at all of that stuff.
C-Lane got me on the McDonald's app because you can customize all your orders because he was doing that for keto,
Right.
and they just hand out free stuff every time you order breakfast.
That one is fantastic because you don't have to actively do something to cash in your points. And anyone where you have to actively do something, I'm like, ugh, I'm awkward about it.
Too much work.
Let's go over to Muffmouth, talking about the Flat Earth guy.
What's going down, junkies?
Hey.
Sean, you just played that video of the guy talking about the different suns for everybody. Was he holding a vape pen in his hand? I think that was a vape pen. Go back.
It was. I think he was vaping.
I was
actually.
curious about that because it looked like he was holding like a cigarillo the wrong way at first.
Yeah, I didn't know what he had, but he was the guy. He had some interesting thoughts about the sun. Very, very
Might be a little high.
obtuse thoughts. MFQ says, imagine Sean going through the drive-through and in his radio voice saying, "And that will complete the order for the news, junkie." I do not do that. No, that's not a habit of mine.
Might be cheaper if you did.
Here's Floridian Kelly talking about the weekend junkie.
Hey, Sean, Sabrina, C-Lane, Josh, and Trixie, and you all news junkies.
Hello.
I'm listening to the weekend news junkie, and the fact about having an implant put in you to fix things, I think, is great. We take enough medication as it is, and we already have pacemakers which do great. Wiggle, wiggle.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Pacemaker is technology inside your body, and nobody whines about that. Everybody agrees that that's actually a super, super valuable asset and medical breakthrough. But if they say, we're going to put a chip in your brain,
I think it's the brain part that trips people up.
That's what people freak out about more. Here is Rican Mommy. It says Fickle Beast.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
So I'm super excited to get the new magnet in. I bought the hoodie for my son.
Nice.
We were trying to explain to him the story of the Fickle Beast about C-Lane being drunk, and I was trying to find it, but I couldn't.
Forgot about
I wanted to know if you could post it separately. I know sometimes you do post little snippets here and there. I would love to show my son so he could understand what the Fickle
An
Beast
alarm
is.
going off there behind you.
Pop, pop.
The Fickle Beast thing comes from, the first thing that happened was on the first show ever in this iteration. Of course, I've been doing the News Junkie for longer than this show's been going on, as most people know it, on different radio stations. But this version of the show with Sabrina and C-Lane and Josh and Fritz and everybody else, Casey, everybody that helps out with this show, started about 10 years ago. And on the first ever show, which was weird because they told us, you're going to be taking over for this other show. And then it dragged out. And we were waiting. And I would show prep every day, but nothing was like, it was like, nope, not today. And I'd be like, I did all that work.
We're scared to tell him.
And then one night I go out and I got absolutely ripped drunk. And like I said, tomorrow is not going to be the day. It's Friday tomorrow. We went through all 4 days of the week. It's definitely not going to be Friday that they do it. And I get a call from one of the iHeart bosses, and they go, today's the day. Come in.
You jinxed it.
I did. And I've got nothing, right? Like, I've literally got nothing. I'm so hungover. And the first thing I said was, radio is a fickle beast. And I was talking about how at any moment you could just be ejected out of the host seat and somebody else shows up and a new show has arrived. And you don't even get to address your audience a lot of times. And then years and years later, we kept talking about this, and they were making fun of me for saying radio is a fickle beast. Years and years later, somebody was prank calling us, and they would call us up and call somebody else at the same time. So somebody prank called C-Lane and then dialed up another person at the same time. And C-Lane was drunk talking to this person, and he didn't understand what was going on. And here's what happened.
The phone system is a fickle beast, dude. Huh?
See, that call was the most hilarious thing ever. Drunken C-Lane talking to some random guy, and he said the phone system is a fickle beast because he didn't know how they were connected with each other. And hence the fickle beast arrived in the universe. We got ABK joining us in just a bit on the show. Also, a new fight is cropping up in neighborhoods all over the country. But should people really be getting pissed off about this? I kind of like it, I think. I want to see what you think. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Same address on another social platform. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Al Singargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 80s. You can expect full-on sunshine no matter where you are across Central Florida. It is going to be a lovely day. You can expect overnight lows to dip into the cool mid-60s. And then, boy, are we warming up by later this week. You can expect highs back to the mid and upper 80s through Friday.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place. Right now, all your crafted to crave favorites are only $3 for a 16-ounce and $4 for a 24-ounce. Gotta have a Wawa.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com does a live radio show every Saturday morning? That's right. Each week on Saturday mornings, you can hear Don and his crew answer your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. And if you're busy on Saturday mornings, don't you worry. You can listen to all the informative episodes right there on the website, thatmortgageguyDon.com. Or, of course, wherever you download podcasts, just search the Home Loans Radio Show with That Mortgage Guy Don. Now, Don and his crew, they're pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. They're explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know it works. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like an actual human instead of like a number like all the other mortgage companies would. And that's very important, especially considering the chances being very high that you're leaving money on the table. So let that mortgage guy Don help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you can trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need? Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and potatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. Thank you. I just take one pill each morning and zero heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. And now the new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $8.99. Ends Monday. To learn more, visit one of our 11 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
First, we tried a cheaper grocery store, but we still couldn't buy enough food. I keep smiling because I don't want my parents to feel bad. They work so hard, and I know how much they love me. But people like you give us hope. This holiday season, every $10 you donate to Second Harvest Food Bank helps provide 40 meals. Thanks to you, we can enjoy a big meal together as a family. Give today at feedhopenow.org.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
And Colin emails. He says, "Hello, sir. I'm a longtime fan of you and your show. Now with your amazing merch, would it kill you to have an extra surprise day to order the shirts?" Now, you know, sir, that your fan base is not very responsible, nor do we act in a timely manner. So I believe in the millennial perspective of things. You are responsible. I'm very disappointed, says Colin. Colin, suck it. You had plenty of time. I kept it open on Monday because people were bitching about some other things, and you had all the time in the world. Next time you're going to get it, though. I believe in you. To those of you who did order the latest shirt from the design drop or the hoodie, they are in. They're actually in my hallway right now. They came out so amazing, and I think you're going to absolutely love these when you get your hands on them. They will start shipping out this week, so you'll be seeing those very, very soon, and thanks again for all your orders. As I said, this week we're going to be doing a subathon for secret shows. That's a way for you to get on board, and with that, you can use the promo code 1WEEK when you sign up, all one word, 1 week, and you'll get your first week of secret shows free at thenewsjunkie.com. But before we get into some of your dispatches, which could be rewarded with subscriptions to secret shows, I want to get into something that I've seen all over the place because this is becoming a trend and people hate this. And I do not. I do not hate this at all. I think I'm a man on an island here. This is becoming more and more popular, and I want to learn a couple of things here today. I want to expand my knowledge base on this. So if you have any experience with this, please let me know. Here's the thing that is causing consternation in neighborhoods across the country right now, Josh.
Oh, boy.
It is people not having grass at their homes, but having artificial lawns. People getting like AstroTurf, essentially. Though I think that might be like a name brand or something.
Yeah,
but people, artificial grass, right? They're getting artificial lawns. And the neighbors get mad for some reason when somebody next to them gets artificial grass instead of actual grass. And when we go on our walk each day, we've got, I think, 3 houses that we walk by, and their lawn is fake. It's just like AstroTurf on their lawn. It's not actual grass. And people get mad for whatever reason when a neighbor does this. Now, the only thing I'll say that is kind of strange is Lady has taken to one of these houses with AstroTurf.
Just stops there every time.
Yeah. And when we walk by, if Lady pees or poops on the front lawn of the place with AstroTurf, it hits different for some reason. Like, it just seems different than if she poops in the grass. And I don't know what that is, or...
Is it harder to pick up?
It's kind of the same, I guess, but it feels different than if somebody has grass and your dog goes to the bathroom because of it. But this story says, resident perturbed by concerning trend cropping up around their neighborhood. I hate it with a passion, they said. And they showed all of these people. It says, I'm seeing a huge rise in artificial grass and plants advertised and installed recently. It's casually killing wildlife, but as long as everything looks perfect and Instagrammable, whatever. And they're talking about fake lawns. And so I get, how does this kill wildlife? Are animals like eating the fake grass? Or
maybe like the bugs that would live in your natural lawn that birds eat. I don't know.
That's true. Like if everybody had fake lawns.
Because that's all I can think of, because I don't really see any grazing creatures coming by and eating my lawn.
No, I wouldn't think so. Like a cow's going through the neighborhood.
I'd be a little mad about that.
There are many points regarding the debate about installing fake or real lawns. A recent investigation has revealed that plastics used in lawns may be a potential carcinogen. The study suggested a linkage between exposure to artificial turf at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia and instances of brain cancer in Phillies players.
What?
Really? Should also be noted that the fake lawns still require watering. Plastic turf tends to retain heat more than a natural alternative, so it could cause severe burns for athletes and children. So they have to water the AstroTurf, which I never even considered before. So the questions I have are as follows. From somebody who's got some information, maybe you have an AstroTurf lawn, a fake lawn, or maybe you install these or something, all right? I want to know about this. Number one, let's say I have like a normal sized lot, like maybe like a half-acre lot or something, a quarter-acre lot. How expensive is that to get AstroTurf versus laying down sod and having real grass? That's question number one. Like, is it really, really expensive to get the AstroTurf laid down? Number one. And number two, are there other things about the upkeep of this that we're maybe not understanding right now? Because otherwise, I think it's fine. Like, some of them look pretty good now. They actually look like real grass. Zephys Biker on YouTube says, think of all the water that's used to water lawns, plus the fertilizers that run off into streams and kill things in lakes, etc. You just can't win either way, I guess. I'm fine with it, man. I think it's kind of cool, honestly. But people are really triggered by their neighbors when they get AstroTurf. They think it's ugly.
Worry about your own lawn.
Really? Focus on your own lawn. I never realized when I was a kid, I used to mow the lawn. My dad would make me mow the lawn once every month or so. I don't know how long it was. But we had a push mower. One thing short of like the Simpsons mower, like the little spinny thing.
The cylinder with blades.
Yeah, we didn't have it that. We didn't have it that bad, but we had a push mower that like it didn't go itself. You had to actually physically push it along.
Yeah.
Unlike the new ones. And we when I would mow the lawn, it would take me multiple days, like 2 days, because we had an acre and a quarter. I was just dying outside. I think I got paid like $20. This is probably illegal. You know, this is some sort of child labor laws.
We account for inflation. That's not too bad at the time.
Something was violated there. And when I was a kid doing that, I was like, I never thought for a moment that thinking about my grass would take up such a large portion of my adult life. Like fighting the sprinklers that aren't working in particular zones, making sure the watering schedule is correct. One of the friends of the show, the Water Boys, came over one time, and I was like, "Why is my grass dying?" And he goes, "When are you watering it?" I was like, "I water it every day." And he goes, "Oh my God,
too much water."
It's like, what am I supposed to do?
It's hard to it's one of those things that everyone talks about is a thing when you become a homeowner, but you never know until you experience it.
And then you're battling the lawn and fighting stuff. Oh my
Stupid
God.
grass.
Koalac says it's a minimum $10 per square foot. Is that right? I mean, that
sounds
lot.
expensive.
Yeah, that sounds pretty pricey. Somebody said, did anybody catch a link for the article the news junkie just quoted? The article is, the title is, Resident Perturbed by Concerning Trend Cropping Up Around Their Neighborhood. I Hate It with a Passion. And they talk about all of these folks who are getting artificial turf instead of regular grass for their lawns and how much it's making people upset. Speaking of the devil, here's our friend Water Boys. He's got a dispatch for us.
I don't know about the neighbors getting mad about it or anything, but anytime somebody wants me to cap off sprinklers because they're getting the artificial turf, I tend to try to get them to keep them because, yeah, what happens when the dog goes over there?
You might
want that
something.
stuff to just sit there, or do you want to wash it down? And usually about a year later, if they have me cap everything, they have me come back and put in at least a couple just to wash down the dog pee. So, yeah, go at it, lady. Keep on peeing there.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's against it or for it, but I think it's fine. What I don't like, actually, is one time way back in the day, I don't know if this was Water Job or if I was working another job, but I went to a place. Have you ever been to West Palm Beach, Josh, or no?
No.
Okay. Near West Palm Beach, there's a place, like I grew up in the Acreage, which is only one skip away from Loxahatchee, which is where all the rednecks live.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like that's like out in hunting lands. And then you got the Acreage, and then you had Royal Palm Beach, and then the rich people lived in a place called Wellington, all right? And the rich people lived in gated neighborhoods in Wellington. And the really, really, really rich people lived in a place called the Aero Club, which had its own like tarmac.
Like ARROW?
AERO. Like
okay.
Everybody there, instead of a garage with cars in it, they had garages with freaking planes in them.
Okay, makes sense.
And you could cruise your plane out and you could take off. There's an airport in this neighborhood. Super rich people lived in that area. And I delivered to somebody who lived there once. And when I got back in the car, I was like, what the hell's going on here? And my pant leg and my shoes, it looked like spray paint was all over them. And this person, because their lawn was not green enough, paid a service that came out and spray painted their entire lawn the correct color of green that they like. Now that I'm 100% against.
That's stupid as hell.
That's really, really dumb.
You have all that money and you won't just replace the grass?
Yeah, get somebody who knows what they're doing. Get some kind of person who's an expert in this. Hey, those people exist out there. Let them help you with it. But, man, I'm fine with the AstroTurf. Just spray painting the lawn is the thing I'm against. What do you think? Do you have experience with this? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, our friend Amy Kaufelt will be joining the show. We'll get all caught up with her, see what's happening in her world, and get all caught up with the news. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Chancellor Drive at Titan Row. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Orange Blossom Trail northbound at Donegan Avenue. There's delays on I-4 eastbound through the city between Robinson Street and Princeton Street, and congestion due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near US 192. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Uni, a product of ePass.
With the time and money Pete saved with ePass, he's learning how to make bird calls. Which is good, because he needs practice. Getting ePass is time well saved. Visit GetEPass.com to get your free ePass toll sticker or 19-state uni. That's GetEPass.com.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich, back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new Tropical Cherry Limeade, a refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverage is artificially flavored. Participating U.S. locations.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good, go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people. And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need? Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes,
Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $23.65. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
The Hess Truck's back and it's better than ever to the rescue. This year, the Hess Truck's here.
It's the Hess
police truck, and cruiser with sirens, lights, wheelie action, and battering ram. Free shipping and batteries included. Only at HessToyTruck.com.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Ugh. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
No payments until February of next year. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is
Even lovelier that we're joined by the very talented Amy Kaufeld of Fox 35. Amy, how are you?
I'm good. You guys have a good weekend?
Yeah. How about yourself?
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's Monday again. I got that extra hour of sleep. I feel refreshed. I pulled the Christmas tree out and I put it together.
You know, what's the correct timing on that? Because a couple of things. Number one, you should know that because Sealand and his wife were getting ready for the baby, and they knew that afterwards it would be hard to set up, they've now had their Christmas tree up for about 3 weeks or so. So they were first out of the gate with
Pre-Halloween.
I've still got neighbors with Halloween lights up and Halloween displays and stuff. And I don't know what the timeline is on this. You're ready to put up a Christmas tree already this weekend?
I am ready. I'm ready. I got the Courtney ornament out that she gave me a couple years ago of Maisie. I've got that ready to go on the tree. I am ready to go.
And we are, I think I've told people about this before, but we are going to once again this year buy a brand new artificial tree because every year Courtney goes, I didn't like the last one. I need another one.
I feel like we've had this conversation multiple years in a row.
I did that a few years ago because my family was insistent on the real tree, but who was the person who always had to water and clean up after it? Me. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I just want a tree I can throw up. I don't have to worry about, doing anything to it. I straighten the branches. It's good.
For some reason, when we get the real trees, Amy, the dog and cat are like very interested in it. And I think they drink the water out of the bowl on the bottom and stuff. And it's just, some of this stuff can't possibly be good. But yeah, we're already looking at this. This year has gone by so fast. Before you know it, Thanksgiving on the horizon and then into Christmas.
Do you want to hear something, Sean, that's going to make you feel really old? Because it did to me. Do you know what tomorrow is?
What?
Tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of the movie Elf coming out.
Is it really?
Oh, God.
20 years. Is that not insane?
That is. Whenever I hear that kind of stuff about either movies or albums, it really does make me feel old. It hits pretty hard. 20 years ago. And I didn't watch it for the first 10 because I was like, this movie looks stupid. I'm not watching Will Ferrell playing a grown-up elf.
He's wearing tights.
And then I watched it. I think maybe Courtney was the one who was like, you got to watch this movie. It's funny. I was like, fine, I'll watch this stupid elf movie. And I was like, this movie is great. What was wrong with it?
It's my new favorite. I was a diehard Christmas Vacation movie fan until Elf came out. And I still love Christmas Vacation, but Elf is definitely my new favorite.
Yeah.
I know all the lines. I love it.
There's so many good Christmas movies. Very few Thanksgiving-related movies, but we got tons of the Christmas movies. So I'm sure we'll do that each and every day for the month of December, but we're waiting just for a little while longer on the Tria thing. What's catching your attention today, Amy?
Oh, gosh. Well, our top story on our website right now is one that's pretty disturbing. And it's actually a report that is surfacing from an incident that happened not too long ago. But there was a man who was arrested at Disney because he was recording video, according to deputies. He was recording video of a 10-year-old boy who was using the restroom at the resort there. So it happened at the Grand Floridian. So this little boy was having dinner with his family. They were visiting here from Georgia. He excused himself. He went to the restroom. He says that when he got to the restroom, that this other guy stood over the stall where he was using the restroom and was using his phone to record him. So here's where this little boy was smart, and I'm grateful that he did this. He went back to the table. He told his family what happened. They went back to the restroom, and the guy apparently was still there. So when sheriff's deputies talked to the guy denied that he did anything, but they found video of the little boy using the restroom on his phone.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's one of those ones where I'm sure they did this. Look, I'm sure they did their due diligence. You got to look through that guy's phone and whatever computers he has, because that doesn't seem like a one-off thing. Somebody that creepy and brazen, by the way.
Yeah.
Like to just...
Well, yeah. Because it sounds to me, Sean, just from reading the police report, that this guy stayed in the bathroom waiting for someone else to come in. Like, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Anyway, he's under arrest. But it happened a few weeks ago. But the guy that was arrested is a 22-year-old from Kentucky.
God, it's so weird when you see that kind of stuff and you see the predatory behavior of people who do this. And even though it may be infrequent, I think it still impacts every parent. Because when you're a parent and you hear that has happened, and then you go to send your kid off into the bathroom, like I think this is a reason why. What's the age cutoff for when you bring your kid into the bathroom that you go to? Like,
well, that's a good point, because as a mother, I would be I'm like, do I bring a 10-year-old boy into the women's restroom? I think I probably did that with Colton until he was maybe about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, I'd tell my husband, I'm like, okay, you have to take him, because it's getting to the point where it's like not appropriate anymore. You know?
Yeah, there's that weird line right there. Under 5 or 6 is like totally normal. Like, this is the right thing to do. And that's the reason why people do that, because as a mother, you don't want to send your kid alone into the men's room, because on the other side of that door, you have no idea if there's a creeper like this.
And this is exactly the case. This is exactly the scenario that freaks out every parent. Like, you want to give your kids, that little bit of like kind of loosen the leash and give them the responsibility. Like, you don't need mommy to walk you to the bathroom. But then stuff like this happens and you're like, oh, no, I can't do that anymore.
Right. Yeah, I think it makes you hold on a little tighter. But man, I'm glad they got this guy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. The other story that's really caught our attention, and it's on our website today too. Did you guys see this skull that was on a shelf of Halloween decorations at a thrift store in Fort Myers?
I did see this. Yes.
Isn't it crazy?
Let me see.
Okay, so I'll pull it up here so you guys can see.
Good.
Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, so this anthropologist just so happens to be walking through this thrift store, and they're like, this is a real skull. And so the thrift store owner's like, oh, I didn't know it was real. And so they called the Lee County Sheriff's Office down there in Fort Myers, and they were like, so this is where it gets a little like, we don't really know if it's like there's something going on here. If this was like, okay, let me see if I can find this story for you. Here it is. Okay. So they don't know if it's something that is like to be concerned about. Like, does this person that was murdered?
There it is.
Maybe? Or, isn't that creepy?
They had it up in
looks real.
They had it up in the Halloween display area. They're just like, we get this inflatable ghost, or here's a human skull
find.
Yeah, super creepy. So the thrift shop owner said that it was found in a storage unit sometime. I mean, but look at this, you guys. Look at how real. I mean, this is clearly like a real, mask or a real skull.
Yeah.
But the sheriff's offices, they don't believe it's suspicious. But I don't know. How do they know? I don't know.
It looks like it's clearly so detailed that it couldn't be a prop. If it was a prop, like it would be the highest end prop you've ever seen. But it was just, how long was it sitting there on display? Did they say, or we don't know?
I don't know. They just said that it doesn't say. It just says it was found in a storage locker, and then they just put it on the shelf. Like, okay, here you go, part of your Halloween. Can you imagine if you went to somebody's house and they had that on display? I just found this great decoration.
I also want to know what they were selling it for, because if they didn't know it was real, now I happen to know, this may be weird to you, Amy, but I happen to know that if you want to buy human skulls, they're quite costly. They're very, very expensive.
Really?
Yeah,
Why do you know that?
I'm in the oddities world. You know, I own a couple of skeletons of different things. No humans, no humans, but a human skull is very, very expensive. And if they were just putting this out there and they thought it was some sort of prop, it wouldn't have been priced that way. But man, I think that's they don't know who this person was yet. Can they find out actually?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, you would think that would be part of the investigation, right? It's like, okay, we got to figure out how old is the skull? You know, who did it belong to? How did it end up in that storage locker? I don't know. I mean, there's a whole bunch of questions there.
Yeah. I guess they could probably get DNA out of it, right? Out of a skull?
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah, I would think they would be able to.
It still has teeth, too. I mean, then you could look at dental records.
That's true, yeah.
That kind of stuff,
Be a
too.
couple of ways that you could locate whoever this person was. Maybe give the skull to a family member or something. I don't know how they would do that.
Hi, we found your grandpa.
That's weird, right?
You go knock on the door and you open it up and there's somebody with grandpa's skull in their hand.
Surprise.
No, thought you might want this. No, thank you. No. I'll just look at pictures.
What else is grabbing your attention out there?
Okay, so this story, I just thought it was interesting. So this is just coming out this morning that Homer Simpson may be looking for a new way to reprimand Bart. One of the most well-known long-running gags in the animated series is when Homer angrily strangles Bart, saying, "Why, you little..." And they're saying that strangling is no longer appropriate. So will there be no more
that was
no more strangling?
Boo.
They've been doing that for like 30 years. They've been strangling Bart. And now they're going to turn around? Yeah.
It's a cartoon. Do you remember when we were little and the coyote and the roadrunner would kill each other over and over and over again? I didn't think it was real.
Yeah. Also, if you do this, okay, what you do is you open the door to really silly stuff. So when Homer chokes Bart and they have that little gag that they do, oh, you can't do that because if it was in real life, it would be a bad thing. Well, I'm sure there's countless other things that happen on The Simpsons that would be bad if you did them in real life.
No, just the strangling.
Just that one thing. Like Homer did peyote and wandered the desert and I think killed somebody, right?
It's fine.
Okay, so this is funny. This made me laugh. It says some fans questioning the move. Is it just me or is The Simpsons stopping Homer from strangling Bart a bit confusing? It was a joke, but now we feel like all this time we were watching Homer abuse his son.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe they're letting this is like a tell for them. That's very weird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, somebody just mentioned Itchy and Scratchy. They literally murder each other back and forth the whole time.
Wait, Tom and Jerry. I mean,
Right.
the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, the point is, it's a cartoon. It's yellow people wandering around Simpsons world, and when they do something, it's not like a human's doing it. That's really silly, I think.
It's really, it's just, one of those things we scratch our head and say, all right, whatever.
My God.
We're moving right along.
Yeah.
If you guys want something interesting to look at, this also just came out this morning. The list of strange objects that emergency room doctors say get stuck in people's bodies.
I'm listening.
Well, some of them I can't talk about on the radio. I don't know. I probably could, but I'd get in trouble. But I mean, you can imagine what the number one thing is that is most often to get stuck. So I'll just leave that to your imagination.
Right.
But after that, let's see. Cufflinks, wet tissues, plastic swords, insects, rocks, lollipops, batteries.
I'm sorry, did you say Crocs?
Rocks.
Oh, rocks.
Kids that stick
that's
like a
better.
rock up their nose.
And if you end up with a, hey, I don't know how that croc got in there. That's not
really angered a tourist.
That's very confusing to me.
That actually happened to a little girl I was babysitting when she was little. Her mommy gave her a cold medicine, a pill.
Yeah.
And she says, this will help your stuffy nose. So she took the pill and she stuffed it up her nose. She's like, no, you don't stuff it up your nose.
You know what? I would come down on that kid, but I've done the same thing. I told the story a long time ago on the show, Amy, when I was in summer camp and I was too old, embarrassingly old. I think I was 12 or 13. And we went to the movies, like took the whole summer camp to the movie theater. And you could get candy before we went in, and I got Fireballs because I like Fireballs at the time. And I jammed the Fireball into my nose hole, and I couldn't get it out. And like they almost had to take me to the hospital to get the Fireball out of my nose hole. And I'm such an idiot that I was sucking on the Fireball before I put it in there. So it's like roasting up my nose. It was not my smartest moment. I've had worse.
So how did it get out?
I ended up going into the bathroom and I put my hand against the other nostril. And as hard as I possibly could, I blew and I rocketed that damn Fireball out of my nostril. And it rolled across the floor. And then I just pretended like nothing.
Did you put it back in your mouth after?
No, get out of here.
Oh, okay.
What kind of animal do you think I am? I would never do
it's
that.
Seasoned.
Well, always lovely to talk with you and get caught up with you. You are the best of the best, Amy Caulfield.
Love you guys.
We
have
appreciate
a great
you.
week.
Yeah, you have a great week as well. We'll talk to you next week. There she is, Amy Caulfield from Fox 35. Make sure no matter where you are in this great world of ours, listening to the show, you're waking up with the crew over at Fox 35. And it's a great source for news for everybody. Go to fox35orlando.com. She is the best. When we come back, a Massachusetts mom is angry, very angry about something she found in her son's room. What was it? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Travel with caution and expect heavy delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on 429 northbound between Plant Street and West Road. Traveling on Colonial Drive, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Ivanhoe Boulevard at Orange Avenue. Expect delays. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
Save up to 70% at Mattress Warehouse today and sleep better tonight, knowing you got the best possible price. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or Mattress Warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. I'm stuffed with cars like a Thanksgiving Day bird. I need to liquidate my inventory now. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. Even if you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $8,000 more than it's worth. We have used cars from just $69 per month and new cars from just $149 per month. Is your credit fried? My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. You could drive a better car today for just $1 down. And we'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. Or a 2024 Outlander top safety pick for only $25,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. And I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato. Wow.
Your future Olympian. And your future Best in Show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
You wouldn't believe the week I've had. I've searched the summer villa and the weekend castle, but I can't seem to find my platinum opera glasses anywhere.
Those minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going.
We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood,
Elton John, Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, and more. Your all-access pass on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame red carpet. Plus,
I don't see Ariana and Tom reconciling.
Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix face each other in another tense Vanderpump reunion. BravoCon's wildest moments. Then, our exclusive with Danny and Lucy DeVito as the father-daughter duo take over Broadway.
I've known you a really long time.
It's been a while.
Next, Access Hollywood. And Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
Orlando City is on the road for Game 2 of the playoffs as they travel to take on Nashville SC on Tuesday, November 7th at 9 p.m. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 8 p.m. to catch Kickoff Minus 60 airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app. Or join your fellow City fans at Wall Street Plaza for the official playoff watch party presented by Heineken Silver.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. And now the new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $8.99. Ends Monday. To learn more, visit one of our 11 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app?
Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts. Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio.
Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Florida residents get in for only $16.50 till the end of November at Gatorland.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Just a moment. I was losing my mind this weekend. I wish she wouldn't have shown it to me, but Courtney shows me this story, and I just started ranting. The poor woman. She showed me the story, and we were watching a movie, and she had to keep pausing it every 5 seconds because I was just unhinged on a rant about this.
Bet she regretted that immediately.
She probably did, and she should have. But she shows me this story, and the whole story is about how disgusting American food is. How if you go to America, you'll be consistently blown away by how gross all the food is in this country. And I say, as a proud American, you can get the hell out of here and kick rocks with that nonsense. Miss me with your American food is bad takes. America is the land of the free, the home of the brave, and we got the best damn food on the planet right here. Okay, they were going after bread because, and I'll admit this is a shortcoming of ours, we put sugar in our bread mostly in the United States.
We do be doing that.
And if you're from somewhere else and you have bread in the United States, you're like, what the hell? But we also have fancy breads. We have all kinds of options because we're America, baby. We've got millions of options of bread for you to try. Then they got into, I can't believe this is a thing, but these Americans, they put peanut butter and jelly together on a sandwich as if that's some monstrosity.
What's wrong with that?
It's a delicious part of all of our childhoods, for God's sake. And the piece de la resistance, okay, this was the key point All right. This was the absolute key point of this missive fired at American cuisine, which is the best in the world, I argue. They said, I can't believe they do this, but Americans put gravy on top of biscuits for breakfast. And how could these vile, fat Americans eat this nonsense? And I say to you, you haven't lived, friend.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't lived until you had a delicious, homespun, country fried gravy on a biscuit breakfast.
Amen.
This is what this country is all about. You're going to die. You're going to get diabetes. But it is going to be a delicious journey to diabetes. That's what America's theme is, really.
Who wrote this? Where are they from?
I think it was in People magazine.
Because if it's a Frenchman, I got a lot to say.
I think they may have been Asian. And
okay, they're healthier. I can accept that.
They were just going off, and they were so upset about this biscuits and sausage gravy thing. America is a delicious journey to diabetes. That's what our real motto is around here. But you can't say that our food is weird or not good. And if they said this about any other country, people would be saying how terribly racist or xenophobic it is. But us Americans, we just have to take it on the chin over and over again. Oh, they're making fun of us again. They're coming after the Americans again. Just take it on the chin because we're number one, because we're the red, white, and blue. No.
Back-to-back World War champs.
And Sour Patch Pete says, what is an Asian breakfast? All other countries have terrible breakfast options compared to the United States of America. English breakfast, garbage. You're eating beans with your breakfast, you mongrels. What are you doing over there?
I like it.
Asian breakfast, I don't even think they eat breakfast over there.
They have rice with an egg in it.
That's brilliant, though. That's good. I have to give them
credit. That is good.
I have to give them credit to that. It's like sticky rice with an egg is a really
Can't go wrong.
And the Hawaiians, we're proud to call them part of America because the Hawaiians with mofongo or whatever the hell it's called.
Mocha Loco.
Mocha Loco?
Mofongo's Puerto Rican.
The Mocha Loco is genius level breakfast.
This is the combining of American and Asian cultures on the Hawaiian island.
It's everything. I'm all about it. You can back off with your anti-American cuisine takes. You say Americans have no culture. There is no true cuisine. Our culture and our cuisine is all the best stuff from everywhere else mixed together in a fusion that you can't avoid and you can't get past, and it's going to knock your socks off. That's why we win wars. That's why we got Lee Greenwood. That's why we are the best of the best. All right?
That's why we got Lee Greenwood. Can we send him elsewhere?
C-Lane would love for that to happen, I think. I can't take this kind of nonsense. And I'm not going to go after any of the Asian countries, China. I'm not going after Japan. I'm not going after any of them and saying that your stuff is weird, even though some of it kind of is, right?
It's fine.
You enjoy it. You love it. And you've blessed us with getting to try that here as well. America has the best food on planet Earth. Why? Because we got it all, baby. You could go to a Japanese restaurant. You could go to a Korean restaurant. You can go to a Mexican restaurant. You could go to a Tex-Mex restaurant. You could go to we have whole places where you could just get whatever kind of cereal you want. We've got everything, and we're blessed for it, all right? So back off. Don't make fun of America.
All right, man.
Don't come after us. Eric F. says, oh, my God, Sean sure is lonely on that hill. I think this is the least controversial take I've ever had in my life. No one has better food options than us right here in the United States of America. So God bless America. God bless your lunch. God bless your dinner. God bless your breakfast, friends. Thank you for listening. We're going to go over to a moment that happened this weekend. It was President Trump in Kissimmee, Florida. Trump hanging out.
I missed him.
Yeah, could have gone to the rally. It was live on C-SPAN. Watched it live. No, I didn't.
Fun.
But Trump was once again going after Chris Christie. He has some choice words for Chris Christie.
I heard they virtually booed him off the stage. Because you know what? What's it all about? He's just doing it because I didn't give him a job in the administration. What's he doing? And why would I do a debate when Christie, sir, I'm sorry, he is not a fat pig, okay? This man, he is not a fat pig.
He's using the audience member to be able to go on?
And you can't use the term fat. kid. You're allowed to use the word pig, but not fat.
He's drawing the line.
The man just said he's a fat pig, and I said, no, he's not a fat pig. So now the press can't kill me because all I'm doing is responding. I'm responding. He is not a fat pig.
So weird. Also, Trump, if he's fat, you're fat, right? Like, you're both fat.
How dare you?
You both took that American Railway to diabetes, right?
Christie beat the lap band.
That's right. That takes real, resolve as a human being.
All the biscuits and gravy.
He just uses an audience member to make it so he can, as much as he possibly wants, call Chris Christie a fat pig, and on we go. Sean, 2024, make America eat again, says Eric. Yeah, I mean, look, I just want us to appreciate what we got. Now, maybe it's expensive as all hell, but we're better, all right? You know, you got to sit there and you got to admit it sometimes. We're a good-looking country. We're a good-eating country. We're a dumb country, though. We have a problem with that. That's
yeah. Well, a couple former presidents real good at the improv.
Yep. We got that. We got some things we can improve on, but we're not going to take the lumps where we don't deserve them. Let's hear from you. Let's go to your dispatches. Here is Guitar Slinger talking about sticking things where they don't belong.
Yeah, speaking of sticking strange things up your behind, there was a news story about a Asian guy that stuck a battery up his penis.
Okay, all right. We're just going to stop you there, buddy. I don't need the rest of this dispatch.
I'm sure it was really good.
There's a medical thing that he's explaining, but we don't need to stretch that out. Oh, here's Douglas talking about skeletons.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
Sean, what are these skeletons in your closet? We need a segment. Please explain the skeletons.
Oh, I got some.
Closet. Wiggle, pop, pop.
I don't know. I'm trying to see how many are in the studio, and there's we got the bat. There's a bat skeleton over there.
I can start moving the wide shot around.
I don't know.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just people know that there's a bat skeleton.
There's a bat. There's a ghost ship.
There's a raccoon skeleton over behind where Sabrina's old desk, R.I.P. It's still there. Yep. But behind that part, there's another skeleton over there.
Oh, the little hand.
Yeah, the little middle finger it's a raccoon's hand flipping everybody off. And there's some more around here. I don't know if about in this room, but I've got more skull stuff somewhere hidden
in the bone closet.
Probably in the bone closet. That's where I put it all. Here's Chaos talking about AstroTurf from a pool guy perspective.
Yo, what's up, News Junkies?
Hey.
So as far as this AstroTurf thing versus real. As a pool guy, I love when my customers get AstroTurf. It reduces the amount of dirt that I get in the pool. It reduces the amount of lawn clippings that the lawn guys put in the pool because their lawn guys suck. Sorry, you landscapers. You guys suck because you guys put everything into the pool.
It's a fight.
Blowers.
Get them.
Gets on my last freaking nerve. Yeah, but anyways.
He forgot what he was talking about.
Definitely the way to go.
He went blind rage for a second.
Yeah, he's saying AstroTurf is the way to go, so he's for it. I got to work this in because I think it's only fair. I was on a rant earlier about how we got Chick-fil-A for 2 people, and it was like $55 through DoorDash. And I said, our economy is ruined. I'm retiring from the economy. I'm getting out of this. Because we went to a nice restaurant. It had an appetizer, had drinks, had 2 delicious meals, and it was only slightly more than the Chick-fil-A. And you go, why are we doing fast food anymore? Zach has a comment on that.
I just want to say that I appreciate everybody being lazy, and for all I care, they can get even more lazy because I'm making over $1,000 a week, which is probably about what I would make working 2 full-time 9-to-5s.
Nice.
I have I'm a certified veterinary assistant, and I can only make about half as much money doing that job full-time. So keep being lazy. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
That's the gig worker saying, hey, don't back off of this too much. Don't go get your own pizza. Don't go get your own McDonald's too fast.
Let me bring you the sandwich.
I need that, he says. Let's go over to, let's see, we can work in one more, I think, here. Here is John. Did we? I think we actually may have done this. Here's Indica Soul. Hello?
Sean.
There you are. Hi.
Gosh.
Hello.
Yeah, inflation, all this stuff.
Since COVID, everything's gone insane.
Yeah.
10 years ago for a 3-2 in Melbourne, I was paying $800. 3 years after that, $1,500.
Jeez.
Or 4 years after that, $1,500. Everything else has just gone absolutely bonkers. My insurance goes up every year. Everything just keeps going up. Jobs keep paying the same from a while ago, but yet everything keeps going up. Yeah. Something's going to give eventually. Every empire falls. And we keep
going
printing money. It'll be all good.
I don't want that.
It's a little bleak, sir.
Yeah, it really is. We need a little more hope than that, but I'm with you, kind of. I'm just looking at how much everything costs right now. And sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, we'll get, here's a weird comparison. We got some bananas from the grocery store last week.
Cool.
And Courtney found big, beautiful bananas, and they're sitting on the counter. I had one. I was like, "This is a great banana," and she goes, "Those were like $2." And I said, "Somebody somewhere planted a banana tree. Bananas come off of trees, right? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Planted a banana tree.
You did it.
Banana tree grows, right? And
as they do,
and it sprouts off all these bananas." They clean it off, they bring it through their factory and wash it and stuff. They put it on a truck. They send it over to a facility. They bring that into a grocery store. They put it on the shelves and put a sticker on it. And I'm still only paying $2 for these bananas, right? That seems good. But a Big Mac is $16. And it doesn't seem like as much work. I don't know. To me,
how did we get here?
How did we get here, right? Like this seems like there's some greed at play here. At least a little bit. A Massachusetts mom found sewing needles in her son's Halloween candy, she says. She was going through his room and found the 8-year-old kid with his candy in front of him and found 2 sewing needles in 2 pieces of her son's Halloween candy. The police are investigating. My money says this is an inside job. They tend to be inside jobs when somebody finds like a needle in their candy. Or poison in Halloween candy, which gets every parent scared about trick-or-treating. A small Twix bar also contained a needle. I'd still eat a damn Twix with a needle in it. They're that good. I like them.
Left Twix or right Twix?
Either one. I don't
Wow.
discriminate. Yeah, I don't discriminate. A small Snickers bar also had a needle. Still eat that, too. Those are good candies right there. The police are continuing to investigate and urged other families that went trick-or-treating in Cape Cod to check their candy as well. Parents are freaking out. When we come back, the next episode with Joshua Fowler.
Oh, boy.
He's ready to go.
I've got something.
He's going to take you to town.
Yep.
It's happening.
We're going into town.
Going to town. And that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
What is everybody on that this is the look?
What do you mean, like the scrunchies around their legs?
Big old hair scrunchies, mom jeans. It's like it's just bad.
Man, you don't know what you're talking about.
man.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? I'm getting all horny just thinking about it.
Okay.
You're listening to the Monsters in the Morning.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 80s. You can expect full-on sunshine no matter where you are across Central Florida. It is going to be a lovely day. You can expect overnight lows to dip into the cool mid-60s. And then, boy, are we warming up by later this week. You can expect highs back to the mid and upper 80s through Friday.
This report is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. It's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Listen up. This is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's white shirts?
You getting this? Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more
sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of food. Tomatoes,
potatoes. Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. Thank you. I just take one pill each morning and zero heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Emily, who helps clients create a plan to build the future they want, like a wedding, having kids, or retirement. All real achievements her clients have shared photos of. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
Hello there. Hi, Paul McCartney here. Ringo here, asking you to listen to Now and Then, the new Beatles single.
To hear the Beatles anytime, just search the Beatles on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents. This is the News Junkie.
He says, you complain about annoying YouTube ads. Have you ever listened to the ads on your show? It always knows when I'm away from the radio, and it starts playing the nose sucker ad. Calling it the nose sucker ad is way worse for some reason. Sounds gross.
It's a good dig.
He says, I have to run from wherever I am to shut off the radio. The nose sucker ad is mega annoying. It's worse than any YouTube ad you've ever heard, says Marklin. Well, I don't know. At least it's not 30 minutes long, like some of those YouTube ads that'll pop up. Overall, I'd have no real problem with, YouTube ads. I think are still fairly minimal, other than the idea that they'll let people put something up there that's like 30 minutes long just to catch you sleeping so you'll watch the whole thing. But I don't think it's that bad of an experience. They are trying to drill us with it right now because they've been doing this thing where if you have a pop-up blocker or an ad blocker, I guess an ad blocker would be the main thing.
Yeah.
And you go to YouTube, they will yell at you and say, you have to either whitelist us or you subscribe to, what is it, YouTube Premium or something?
Which I think is like $10 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
You know, one of the things that they allow you to do on YouTube's premium service, and I'm like, son of a bitch, how dare you? They allow you to play stuff on your phone when it's locked. Like,
I've seen that.
When your phone's in locked mode, and that way you can, if you're in your car, you can like listen to stuff on your radio, and they make people subscribe for that. And I think it's fine. Look, the experience is still okay. There's so much free content for us to digest. That part's nice. All right, you ready, Josh?
I think so.
Forgot to clear this, but are you ready back at the studio? You ready back at HQ, Casey? Let's
There's
do
a
it.
lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
With me, not Sabrina. It's me, Josh. And the next episode is brought to you by
That Mortgage Guy Don. At the same time, if you want to get yourself in a new house, you need somebody who knows this area very well. That Mortgage Guy Don is the guy, and you could go to his website, thatmortgageguyDon.com. He'll help you maneuver your way through all the rates out there. He gets access to stuff that you won't be able to get access to. So sometimes you think, I don't want anybody else involved. I'm just going to go it alone. You need an expert. You need That Mortgage Guy Don. So when you're getting a house, when you're putting that investment in place and you're going to look after your future, you want to do it with him. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's get right into it. This guy right here.
Oh, she's a gold digger.
Kanye West.
Yes, Kanye West has been hanging out in the Middle East lately.
Has he really?
I don't know why. He's just hanging out over there, and now his daughter North, who we saw eating an onion raw last week,
Still
is
love
over
that.
there too.
You know, the other thing is, in that video where Northwest is eating an onion like it's an apple, it's also funny because somebody goes, isn't it impressive? There's a third person that's in the room. Isn't it impressive all the work that your mom does? Talking about Kim Kardashian. Isn't it impressive all the work that she does? And Northwest goes, she works? I don't ever see her working. It's like, she's eating an onion raw.
Well, that does lead into the next part of this story where North apparently prefers to spend time with Kanye over Kim Kardashian.
Really?
I guess she's not a huge fan of her mom all the time. You know how kids are.
Yeah, maybe it's more exciting over at Kanye's house.
I mean, over in the Middle East. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
She was spotted hand in hand with her father this past weekend walking through a mall, surrounded by an entourage, but it seems they had some relative privacy here, despite being surrounded by about 10, 15 different people.
I didn't know he was over there. He's in a Middle Eastern country with that new quote-unquote wife of his. She's usually wearing something that's far too revealing for most of these countries.
Yes. Apparently she was not spotted, so she might be back in the States still.
Okay.
He's just over there with North currently. And, yeah, as we said, North prefers Kanye, as proven by her Halloween costume this year where she dressed up as the graduation bear.
Oh,
so cute.
Nice. Yeah.
So cute. Here's your yearly reminder that John Voight is Angelina Jolie's dad. I always forget about that.
And they don't get along very well.
No, they are on the opposite ends of the Israel-Palestine conflict. He got on Instagram, posted a very lengthy video, torched his own flesh and blood for her mostly pro-Palestine stance, where she called for a ceasefire and condemned Israel's bombing campaign in Gaza. Mr. Voigt says Israel is in the midst of war and that their retaliation by nature will be ugly, which he believes is justified after the terrorist attack carried out by Hamas. As he puts it, he says he's disappointed with Angie for, quote, having no understanding of God's honor, God's truths.
Oh, my God. You know, the only person I can fault in a moment like that is the dad, right? Because no matter what, like if Dylan had some take on life, on politics, if he thought something about Israel and Palestine that I didn't agree with, I'd be like, he's his own person. He's a human being. He's allowed to have whatever views he wants.
He's an adult.
And even if you did take issue with it, like call him and have a conversation or something, but publicly lambasting your child is a weird look, man.
A weird flame war between two, honestly, both pretty big celebrities. That's a really weird dynamic they have going there. Do you remember Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
I do not.
She is the girl whose mom had, what is it, Munchausen syndrome, where you make your kids sick for attention.
Oh, yes, I do remember.
And she killed her mom, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, there was the whole court case and stuff in that documentary. It was a super interesting documentary or documentary. I don't remember which one.
Anyway, she's nearing the end of her 10-year sentence for second-degree murder of her mother. And the first thing she wants to do is meet Taylor Swift at a Kansas City Chiefs game.
Is that what she said?
Yep. She's getting out, I believe, December 28th next month. She and her husband, who I just found out she has a husband, already have tickets for the game on December 31st. And she is really hoping she'll run into Taylor at Arrowhead Stadium.
I like how she's shooting her shot here.
You spent 10 years in prison. You're like, you know what? Taylor Swift it is.
Here's the thing. She spent 10 years in prison. She killed her mom. She definitely did these things.
She did do that.
But I don't feel real bad for the mom. The mom was a real piece of work.
I think the reason she only got 10 years is because the mom kind of had it coming.
Right. So she's ready to get out. All right.
Yeah. So realizing Taylor might not be there to watch Travis Kelce during that particular game, her backup plan is buying tickets for Taylor's October 2024 tour stop in New Orleans. And she says she mainly used her commissary money from her father to buy every Taylor Swift album in prison, which I didn't know you could do.
You said Taylor Swift is playing New Orleans in 2024?
Yes.
How long is this tour going on for?
Is she like paused at the moment? And
Maybe.
Then she's going to kick back up at the beginning of the year?
I would hope so. Otherwise, it's like 2 years straight. That's really intense.
I mean, she's a billionaire. It doesn't really matter. This lady right here, speaking of women in music.
Oh, Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill is correct. She has a tendency to run behind at her live shows, as we all know.
Yeah, she could be late. She could be late from time to time.
She does that a lot, is my understanding. On the rare occasion that she performs, she said when she shows up should be the least of her fans' concerns.
This is so self-centered.
Even though you paid X amount of money to come see me. Suck it up, idiot.
Look, you're lucky that I get there at all. Time is a construct. Just wait, you losers.
She is currently on tour to celebrate the 25th anniversary of iconic album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And she stopped off in L.A. Saturday night, and she was late. Weirdly enough.
Big shocker.
You know.
The thing with Lauryn Hill is she's one of these characters where I simultaneously am very annoyed by almost everything about her personality, but she's so damn talented.
Yeah.
Like, I really do think she's impressive in terms of the music that she makes. So I like that, but, you know, can't be late for every show that you're going to do, for God's sake.
Yeah, you know. She said she's aware of people who complain about being late to gigs, but she says fans should count themselves lucky she even shows up in the first place.
My God.
Chris Harrison, former host of The Bachelor, is remarried.
Yeah. Did you see this? She's a lot younger than him.
Yeah, it's okay.
She's, let me bring this up.
It's Zima is her last name. I can't remember her first name. They first met when she was a correspondent for Entertainment Tonight, and she interviewed him in 2016. And they had several more interviews before they started dating. And then they had 2 weddings, one in California and one in Austin, where they live.
Yeah, here he is. I mean, they look okay together.
Yeah. I mean, he looks pretty young still.
Yeah, he does. He's holding up pretty well. Because I think he's in his 50s and she's in her 30s.
It's okay.
Like early 30s.
I miss him.
Yeah, bring him back to The Bachelor.
Jesse
please.
Palmer just doesn't have the panache.
Nothing against the guy. It's just he's like a robot or something.
I got something against him. This movie right here
Mama says that
Waterboy
is 25 years old today.
Damn it, man.
If
You
can
and
believe
Amy
that.
K both.
Yeah, we both got you. She with Elf, I with Waterboy. Waterboy grossed $161,491,646 in the U.S. and a further $28.7 million internationally. And opening number one at the U.S. box office 25 years ago at $39,414,000 in its opening weekend.
That's actually not that bad for a movie like that.
No, I read that. I was like, are we sure that's correct?
Gee.
Because I guess he was at the height of his fame there.
Right.
And finally, Barbara Streisand has a memoir. I'm just going to say her name because we're running out of time. And she talks about all the guys she's been with over the years.
All right.
So there's that. On the Boob Tube tonight, Monday Night Football, LA Chargers at New York Jets on ABC, Kitchen Nightmares on Fox, The Voice on NBC.
NBC. WNBC.
Waterboy got me. Holiday Baking Championship, Food Network, WWE, Monday Night Raw, USA, Basketball Wives Orlando on VH1.
Yeah.
And all the late shows have certain guests. It doesn't really matter. And that's your next episode for today.
Smoke weed every day.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Casey with the assist, nailing it back at HQ. All right, thank you, Josh.
Hey,
appreciate it.
You got it.
When we come back, we have so much to get into. We've got a lot to talk about, but I want to talk in particular about something that might be in your freezer right now that is a danger to the whole family. Old school local news style tease here for you. What is it in your refrigerator, your freezer rather in this case? What is it that you should throw out immediately? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, expect delays eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound at Conroy Road. The right lane is blocked. Travel with caution. There's slowdowns on State Road 429 northbound between Plant Street and West Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Looking to take your next event to the next level? Party Time Rentals in Apopka serves all Central Florida.
From birthdays to weddings, corporate events to family reunions, Party Time Rentals in Apopka has everything you need to make your event unforgettable.
Our wide selection will make your party planning a breeze.
Our friendly staff is ready to help, ensuring your event goes off without a hitch.
Party Time Rentals in Apopka. Visit us today in Apopka or online at partytimeapopka.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest assortment of vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and steel fences in Florida. That means we have the styles you want at the guaranteed lowest price. Right now, put no money down and get 0% financing on any fence. Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself. And to celebrate, Dunkin' Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase every Wednesday, now through December. Limit one classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2020. 2023.
Ford, Chevy, Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you're not making any payments until 2024. Do yourself a favor, visit nationstrucks.com and check out their amazing inventory right now, or see them in Sanford and start driving the truck that you deserve today.
Stella Artois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Pub Orlando on iDrive this Friday, November 10th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner. And as always, let's start with a Stella.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Once you get your hot stuff freshly grilled right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to calling your friend on their home phone.
Hello, McDougal residence.
Hi, can Jerry come to Jersey Mike's?
Jerry! May I ask who's calling?
It's Danny.
It's Donnie! Pick up the phone! Yoo-hoo!
You know what? I'll call him when the cell phone gets invented. Nope. There's no going back once you get it freshly grilled. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently, there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy. But more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, early detection does save lives. No question whatsoever. And here's how I can prove it. Just recently at a promotion, a couple approached me and they said, thank you so much for introducing us to Life Imaging FLA. The gentleman informed me that they both got their free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA, and his scan showed some issues, but they were manageable. His wife, on the other hand, had issues that had to be treated immediately. 90% blockage in 2 arteries going into her heart. She had heart surgery that saved her life. That's what early detection does. It gives you the information you and your primary care doctor need to build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure you're around for years and years. Get with Life Imaging FLA and get that free heart scan. That's a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. And it couldn't be easier. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make that call today. Make this the day you take control of your long-term healthcare. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeart Media.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people. And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan. Messy eater. Where's white shirts? You getting this? Okay, what do we need? Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Brian has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of food. Tomatoes and
Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich. Back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new tropical cherry limeade.
A refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverages artificially flavored. Participating U.S. locations.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
I'll play this for you in just a moment. Plus, there's something in your freezer that you need to get rid of, lest you be in big, big trouble. And I said this week is a subathon for secret shows. That's just drawing attention to the uncensored secret shows that you could subscribe to over on thenewsjunkie.com or in the News Junkie app. They're released every week. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And you can really go down the rabbit hole if you want more of the show. You want some behind-the-scenes action. You want to hang out with myself, Sealand, and Josh each week doing the show. Go subscribe. If he stays alive, he'll be there this week.
I'm just thinking about it.
He'll be there this week. You can use the promo code 1 week, all one word, for your first week free when you subscribe to Secret Shows. So jump on board at thenewsjunkie.com now.
Do it.
The rebellion has begun. I'm now seeing people pointing this out. This video is going viral today. Here's another person who went to McDonald's, and they're like, what the hell?
McDonald's. So I get there's a labor shortage. I get there's wage increases and a number of other things. But $16 for a burger, a large fry, and a drink.
$16
It's just crazy.
The people are starting to rebel a little bit. I
Still
see it
look
happening. He still did look tasty,
I'm
actually. He said $16 for this, and it's got 2.7 million views. People are saying it's just gotten out of hand. And the weird thing about this is we just had a story last week about McDonald's posting record profits. And when they said why, it's because of the price increases that they put on their menus. So everybody demands. This is how a microcosm of America works. Right? This is not happening in a vacuum. This is happening with all the other influences of our economy and society on it. And when you have people out there demanding that the minimum wage go up and up and up and up and up, they generally complain about the federal minimum wage being too low, which the federal minimum wage doesn't matter because most states have a much higher state minimum wage than the federal minimum wage to begin with. But they say higher and higher, $20 minimum wage, $50 minimum wage, $1 million minimum wage. And when that happens, these fast food places go, we can get rid of some of these employees. We'll buy a robot that does the job. You see where the future is going there. You're going to have a McDonald's with all robots in it and one employee that's like overseeing the robots. And it's going to be done by just like a crew of one, a skeleton crew running these places. So they eject these people out one by one. And then they go, well, these robots are a little expensive. And, hey, we're having a real hard time hiring. Like that's something that they're really worried about in the future. And they go, we've got to raise the prices a little bit. You know, it's expensive for McDonald's, too. And $16 for a Big Mac meal becomes the normal price. That's what you're used to paying. And they're never going back.
No, why would they?
They're never going back. And when we were talking about this, Courtney said, didn't they have like 99-cent double cheeseburger day? I said, Courtney, when I was in my final year of high school, it was boomtown America, man. It was the greatest it possibly could have been. Mm-hmm. You had one day where McDonald's did 29-cent hamburgers each week. One day where they did 39-cent cheeseburgers. They had a 99-cent double cheeseburger day and a 99-cent triple cheeseburger day. Like, you could get a full belly on $1. Back in my day, I'm yelling at clouds.
Better times.
Those were better times. They were more affordable times. Now you go to Five Guys with a friend and you got a $50 bill in front of you. And you say, well, is this actually worth it? Or should I pay my money to a place that is hiring a whole bunch of people, that has an entire kitchen full of chefs and other people who are cooking stuff?
Full wait staff,
Yes.
bartenders.
Well, all those people that actually have jobs as a result of it. Now, do I have to tip those people? It's a nice thing for me to do. Yeah, you should tip those people, and it might be a little more expensive. But when the price difference isn't as dramatic or shocking as it used to be, when it costs $50 to get your family meal at Kentucky Fried Chicken instead of 9 or 10 or 19 or whatever it used to be, then your choices start to change, because you say, I would rather take the family to Olive Garden. I would rather take the family to this locally owned and operated restaurant because I'm spending almost the same amount of money. Why would I go to this place anymore? People are kind of slowly but surely waking up to that. In your freezer, right? In your freezer, you have to be very careful. And our audience is hardest hit by this, Josh. Our friend Chaos, I know, taking very, very deep shots on this.
Oh, no.
Tyson is recalling the dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Oh, no.
That's right. Yes, it's happening right now. Their Fun Nuggets line of chicken nuggets is being recalled. And they said the dinosaur-shaped nuggets were reported by customers to have been contaminated with metal pieces. Metal pieces in the dino nuggets. Not good. The effective products were made on September 5th. So if you bought something shortly after that, there were 16,500 packages. Here's what I would recommend you do. If you have a package from that time, put it into the microwave or the oven, however you cook your dino nuggies, and aggressively chew on each dino nuggie, hoping for some metal that you bite into, and then call an attorney.
Boom, settlement.
Preferably Moses DeWitt.
That'd be nice.
McDonald's is making record profits. Let's get some of that money for you, too. Eat these damn metal nuggets.
Cut your mouth open a little bit.
It's worth it.
Fine.
Yeah, it's worth it in the long run. You can get some good money out of that. Okay, we're going to go to your dispatches momentarily. But first, I want to talk about, there's a movie coming out this week. And for some reason, people are, I don't know if they're rooting for this to be a flop or if they just think it's going to be a flop. And they're starting to point out that The Marvels, which is quite obviously the latest Marvel movie that's being released at the theaters, is in a lot of theaters only selling a handful of tickets. So they'll look at an IMAX showing and they'll say, this is only a couple of days away and there's only 6 tickets sold for this. And they've done that in cities all around the country. I don't know, outside of Taylor Swift, what percentage of tickets for a movie are generally sold days before. When we go, do you get your tickets on the app, or do you actually get your tickets at the movie theater?
I just get them when I walk in.
Okay. You get them when you go in there. We get them because Courtney has the app and we do, like, I don't know, Fandango or whatever the app is. We buy them on that, and then they scan them when we walk in, and that's worked fine for us. And then there's, like, sometimes kiosks outside. But I don't know, when you go into a movie theater, and let's say you're going to watch The Marvels this weekend, if you are more likely to order that ticket way in advance, like days in advance, because I wouldn't think this would be too frightening of a sign just yet. The biggest problem for me is I've seen the trailer for this movie so many times. The trailer is going before every movie at the theater, and they've been pushing it hard. And that kind of annoys me when I've seen a trailer like 5,000 times. They just keep showing.
Because there's movies you want to keep going to see, and then you see the same thing.
Same trailer over and over again. The movie doesn't look great to me, but I haven't liked like the last 5 years of Marvel movies. And when I say I haven't been interested enough to even go see them to tell you if they were good or bad.
I think the last one I was interested in seeing was Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Right. That was a long time ago.
That was before the MCU extended universe thing.
I don't know if it's a Marvel backlash or what it is. Maybe you have been tuned into this. Tell us why you think there's people that seem to be either rooting for the Marvels to fail at the box office or why it is maybe going to fail. The tracking that I saw on it, I follow this kind of stuff, just like I follow all these other things to keep up with what's going on. The tracking, I think, is between 40 and 50 million for the Marvels, which I think will be pretty good. And I don't know what the budget was.
It's no Water Boys.
No, it's, you know,
or the Water Boy. I mean,
it's actually shockingly close to the Water Boy. I think they said between 40 and 50 million it was supposed to make. I don't know if it will fall short of that. It very well could, but they said that this is not doing well in pre-sales. Cat Farts on Twitch says, I think the Marvels looks good. So somebody at least on board. There's just a pushback on this, and they're saying that they don't want this to succeed.
I'm sure people see. I think maybe the issue is that a lot of these Marvel movies, like people buy their tickets for like midnight showings or the day it comes out. And
Right.
if they're not seeing that, they might be panicking.
Yeah, and the plot to this one looked kind of weird because it's like 3 female superheroes, and they keep switching back and forth between
like
each other.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, it's like Freaky Friday with female superheroes. So I was like, how are they going to pull this off? I don't know. We'll see how it does this weekend. Let us know what you think at thenewsjunkie.com with your dispatch. If you send us a good one, we haven't had any winners yet. We're going to hook you up with a free week or maybe even a free month of secret shows. Here is Jazzy Josh.
Oh, boo-hoo. I get a little bit of grass in the pool, and the pool guy has to actually do some work. Wow. I cannot wait to mow this yard and get grass in the pool and laugh my way to the next yard, so you have to get a stupid net out and take 3 seconds to scoop it.
Oh, no.
Bitch.
It's the pool guys versus the lawn guys.
This is the Marvel movie we need.
Yeah, that could go big at the box office. Peanuts talking about fat guys.
Fat guy, fat guy, fat guy, fat guy.
That's all he's got. Sir, I cannot give you a secret show subscription for that.
You tried.
Pool Guys was pretty good. I'll tell you what. Pool Guys, I almost excellent. Oh, no, the Pool Guy Jazzy Josh. Bam. There you go, Jazzy Josh. Just hooked you up with a month audio video secret show.
It was that hard bitch at the end that really sold it.
That made it. That was what really brought it home for me. Guitar Slinger's mad at us.
Look, I realize not all my dispatches are golden gems of wit and wisdom, but you killed the joke. You cut it off early. Never mind the fact that it was probably a terrible joke, but it was still a joke.
Yeah, you were cutting too close to things we can and can't say on the show.
Context matters.
It does, very much so. There's a story out today in the New York Post about Sheryl Crow, Sheryl Crow, everybody got mad, and I kind of feel her, identify with her plight here. Everybody got mad at Sheryl Crow because at one point she came out and she was worried about the environment, and she said you should only use like 2 squares of toilet paper. Right? Now, I've argued 4 is the magic number. You should be able to get the job done with 4.
The double crow, if you will.
Yeah, the double crow is the correct way to do this, and it's good enough and you're not wasting too much. But I think she said, let me look this up so I'm not getting it wrong. This is very important stuff. So we want to get this accurate.
I feel like she also said that she thinks she got breast cancer from drinking water bottles that sat in her car too long.
There's a lot of people that think that's a thing.
Although microplastic.
All right, she said, a new way to save the environment. I propose a limitation on how many squares of toilet paper. Oh, she's unhinged. She said 1 sheet, one square of toilet paper.
If she can make that work, very impressive.
Good for you. But 1 sheet is not enough. 4 is fine. 1 is too few. But still, who cares? She's Sheryl Crow. She's fun. She's soaking up the sun, doing all her stuff. I like
Kid
her.
Rock songs.
Kid Rock song, yeah. She's got it all going on. But she says that even though she's joining the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, her kids are unimpressed with her. Her teenage sons are not impressed by what she does, which I would be so impressed. Like, I was impressed with my mom and dad, and they didn't really do anything of note. They were just regular parents, and I was like, these people survived this long. This is pretty impressive. They were able to raise up 3 kids. That's pretty impressive. Sheryl Crow's kids need a slap to the face if they are saying that their mother is unimpressive. Your mother, who's played in front of millions and millions of people, who sold millions of records, incredibly impressive.
Very talented. I just learned she's 61 years old.
Is she really?
Yes.
61 years old. Her kids are still rather young. She says, my kids are teenagers, and I'm not wildly cool with them right now. She says, but I will say that my 13-year-old Levi is a sports junkie. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is that like the Baseball Hall of Fame, he said, or the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Good one, Levi.
And she said, yeah, it's kind of like that. And he shook his head, and she said, for a moment, I felt like I was kind of cool. But they don't know much of her music. They don't know how impressive she is. They're like, kid, look around. Do you see the giant mansion that you're living in? Do you see that you have like a crew of human beings that work for the house that you live in? You see that you're rich and that your mom is super famous? Like, God, take it in for a second. Be impressed for a split second at what your parents have done. Just being a parent is impressive. Being Sheryl Crow and a parent, I'd be very happy with that. I'd have my mom singing songs for me. I'd have all kinds of stuff going on. She said the kid's not impressed with any of the stuff that she's accomplished in her life.
It happens.
Speaking of kids, another story that was in the New York Post, and I saw it right alongside this, was, my kids saw my husband and I having sex. I think they're traumatized, this person says. And
all right.
I can tell you from experience.
Oh, no.
That if your child catches you in the midst of something like that, and I never fully walked into a room and saw anything, I just I knew something was going on. Right?
Turn around immediately.
Yeah, I hightailed it out of there. But a kid seeing that, you're going to be traumatized for about 4 seconds, and then you're going to be fine with it. And also, hot take here, and I think there's a lot of people who are scared to say this, right? But I'm going to put it out there. It's good that your parents have a healthy sexual relationship with one another. You should be happy that your parents are excited to have sex with one another and to bang each other and to keep the candle lit after all of those years. Don't be so weirded out. Be happy that your parents' relationship is strong enough that they're still doing the old in and out.
Be glad that you didn't ruin their sex life.
Absolutely, because you could have been the end of it. It happens far too often. It's fine if they're having sex. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. Your dispatches are rolling in right now. We still have the leaked Nashville Shooters Manifesto. That'll come up in jury duty in a bit, and a whole lot more on the way. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Come on. Heart our stuff.
At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound near Conroy Road. Expect delays. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Traveling on Colonial Drive, you could expect your regular pockets of congestion. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. You won't be expecting any delays on the Beach Line. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Temperatures getting low, but demand remaining high? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and one unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Xumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself, and Dunkin' thinks you deserve a reward. That's why every Wednesday, now through December, Dunkin' Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase. So whether you like your midweek pick-me-ups oozing with chocolate or filled with jelly, it's on us, because you deserve it. Save time and order ahead on the app with Dunkin' Rewards. Not a member? Join today. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit one classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2023.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Are you dealing with tooth pain? Don't suffer in silence. Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our expert team offers state-of-the-art care and is dedicated to helping you find relief. We specialize in root canals and have 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, and you don't need a referral to make an appointment. Visit IneedARootCanal.com today. Don't delay. That's IneedARootCanal.com and take the pain away.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert, and I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Mills Air is looking for experienced service techs. NATE certified is a plus, but not required. We have been in business for over 30 years right here in Central Florida. Great pay and benefits. Sign-on bonus depending on experience. Apply at millsair.com.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going. We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood,
Elton John, Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, and more. Your all-access pass on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame red carpet. Plus,
I don't see Ariana and Tom reconciling.
Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix face each other in another tense Vanderpump reunion. BravoCon's wildest moments. Then, our exclusive with Danny and Lucy DeVito as the father-daughter duo take over Broadway.
I've known you a really long time.
It's been a while.
Next Access Hollywood. And Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Whoa, what happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app. Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans. We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter Podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock.
And this, I'm always fighting for you, but this is a step too far, I think. I said, there's a guy, he's actually a pastor and teacher at this school, and he was at the Alpha Learning Academy, which I'm not familiar with, but perhaps you are. And they said parents at a private religious school are demanding criminal charges be brought against a pastor following some allegations against him, Josh. And
all right,
here's what he allegedly did. They said the pastor bust into the class and he took off his belt and whipped at least 8 children in a 4th grade classroom, which you're not supposed to do. They said it was a class of 9 and 10-year-olds that he entered. The pastor said to walk into the class asking for the children to stand up and admit to bad behavior before threatening to carry out an even more severe punishment. They said after having the children line up, Pastor Gray took off the belt he was wearing around his pants and individually administered 3 lashes to each of the pupils, leaving some with bruises on their upper legs. So this dude was like hammering at them.
Big mad.
And I always go back to, look, when I grew up, my parents hit me with the belt when I was bad. My mom had a spoon, broke the damn spoon on my ass one time. It was tough times, but
you're better for it.
I'm better for it, I think. Now, I think in the modern day, in 2023, it's less acceptable, obviously, to physically punish your kids.
Generally.
I would never do it. Like, I didn't ever physically punish Dylan. Actually, the thing about it was, I thought about that. I'm like, when he would do something bad, I go, you know how weird it seems that I would spank him right now? Like, it's just really weird that I would like physically hit my child for something that they've done.
Yeah.
As opposed to like talking to them or punishing them in other ways. Like, trust me on this, okay? Those of you who are pro punishment, if you take a 12 or 13-year-old kid right now and you give them the option, you can have punishment A. This is what's behind door number 1 for punishment A. You're going to get hit with this belt. Dad's going to hit you 10 times. 10 lashes with the belt is going to be your punishment. Or behind door number 2, punishment B, we're going to take away your phone for a week. Every one of those kids would say, hit me with a belt, please.
I'll take the quick and easy lashing.
I know. I'm going to take that. I'm going to be done with this. My punishment's over. I'm going to go back out and into the world, and I'll have my phone the whole time. Every single time they would take that option of getting hit with the belt. But this is somebody who's not even the father of these kids. This is a teacher. He said he was going to whoop us all with a belt because we were being bad, and he entered the class of 9 and 10-year-olds to do this. They said he's not supposed to be involved in the day-to-day operations of the educational establishment, so they're investigating whether or not he committed a crime here, which, I don't know. I think isn't there still private schools where they have corporal punishment? I think that's still a thing.
Yeah, and I think some states still allow it as well in public schools.
That seems so foreign to me, that like a teacher would have a paddle and whip the kids in class now.
It's odd. I went to Catholic school, but they never hit us or anything.
No, yeah, I went to Christian school for a little while, too, or a Baptist kind of, Berean Christian, is what it was. And so that school didn't do anything like that. Simply Jeremy says, ain't no way no one else is putting hands on my kids. I don't spank at all, and I'd be damned if anybody else did. My kids are well-rounded humans, and waiting out spanking is without spanking, so it can work. Yeah, you don't need to physically punish your kids, but there are some kids who the parents have been so hands-off that they are just the inmates are running the asylum, and that's the total opposite side of this. Tanya says, my kids respond better to taking things away, like taking away the phone, electronics, taking away their car, and those things are more effective. There are a lot of the parents on chat are agreeing that taking away a phone or privileges that they have is a much more effective thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
That's how I got. Like, taking away video games or whatever. Every time that really burned my beans.
So
let's
say you're 13 and you're playing, what video game would you be playing at 13 years old?
Grand Theft Auto,
All right, you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Josh's week is plotted out. And the vast majority of at that age, you're just like, I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto the whole time. This is what I'm going to be doing.
San Andreas, baby.
You take that away from a kid right now, they don't know how to go outside and do things. You tell them to go outside, they'll just stare at something. They stare at like a tree and be there for hours. They don't know
do something, tree.
They don't know what to do outside.
I mean, especially now, I don't think kids know what to do outside.
No.
Unless they're already into skateboarding or something.
They'll pull some bark off of a tree and try to make like a fake tablet out of it. That's what the kids would do outside now. It's not going to be the same exact.
Modern kids suck.
You gotta get out there and get on a bike or something. Although I have been seeing more and more of that, which is good. I love seeing like young kids out there playing in the park and not in a creepy way. Just playing Nerf
Just out
guns.
there watching kids play in the park.
Just being a kid, for God's sake. eFresh Rock says, I was in 8th grade when I saw one of the nuns smack a kid on the shoulder for the first time. Right as she did, she yelled at him saying, that is not abuse. Shout out to Dudley, he says.
Oh, Dudley, are you in prison now because the nun hit you?
Probably. If I had a child in school and a teacher or anybody else, hit that child, they'd be held to pay for that. I'd be upset about that. And this wouldn't be what I see so much with just parents getting outraged by things that I don't think are as big of a deal. It'll be like the teacher slipped up and said a curse word in the classroom. And they interview all the parents, and they're just, oh, my God, I can't believe this would happen to my angel child. And they go, shut up.
What nerd kid even tells on the teacher for every time that happened when I was in school? We were like, cool.
Awesome. The teacher got points with me if that happened. A couple of dispatches. We got jury duty coming up with that leaked manifesto from the Nashville shooter. What was in that? We'll see. Here's Gaga Muffin with a dispatch about whooping that ass. Okay, we'll hear it.
Afternoon, News Junkies.
Hey.
I think you're looking at this the wrong way, Sean.
All right.
You're forgetting all about me. What if I like hitting my kids?
Bro.
And I'm not supposed to hit them when they're bad?
No.
They want something from me when they're good. Why can't they get something from me when they're bad? Wiggle, wiggle, pop.
Someone laughing in the background.
I think so. He's got a little audience of one there giggling at it.
Working on his Type 5 over here.
I'm not for it, but I'm for other punishments, and I think the other punishments are more effective. And it seems like that's where our culture is, too. I think most people don't actually do that. Mo Manji, the realtor, has something for us, though.
Oh, boy.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
Hey.
Sean, you're talking about punishing your kids. I think if you try to do that now to Dylan, he could kick your ass. And just think about it.
I wonder about that sometimes because he's taller than me, I think, now. I believe.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he's taller than me, and he's got some weight on me, though he's been on a health kick as of like the last couple of months. And
good for him.
But he doesn't have the fighting skills that I have. You know, I did kickboxing and boxing. I have not utilized those skills in quite a long time.
Scrapping on the mean streets of West Palm Beach.
Yeah, I'm too old to fight these days. But, you know, I think about that. It's like, what if Dylan tried to fight me?
I'd pay to see that.
And then I remember that Tommy Lee's son knocked him out. It's like, so it could happen. The Tommy Lee's son.
I don't remember that.
It was like a video of it. I think he was pissed off at his dad, and Tommy Lee's son just knocked his dad out. And so it can happen out there. I don't want that to happen to me. Here's Bong Night talking about kids.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, my kids don't think I'm cool either, but it doesn't bother me. Peace.
Yeah, all right. He's just coming to terms with the fact that his kids don't think he's cool at all. It happens, man.
You and Sheryl Crow, you're like the same person.
Basically. You're one song away. All right, when we come back, jury duty with that leaked manifesto. What is in it? We'll take a look. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
What happens when we're off the air? At Real Radio 104.1 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Cowboys came up short yet again against the fellow NFC contending Eagles. The stats were similar. Quarterbacks went toe-to-toe, but in the end, Philly was better situationally, and that was the difference. For Mike McCarthy in his 17th year and Dak in his 8th, no more excuses. Cowboys defense loaded. Dak has the weapons. The window's open. They've got to get W's now. They fail again. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Owning a Mercedes-Benz EV isn't just extraordinary, it's extra easy. With full remote access to your vehicle from your phone via the Mercedes Me Connect app, the vehicles are all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly, so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater. Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches. Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Brian has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of tomatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Once you get Jersey Mike's catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That'd be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope. There's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Do you suffer from sinus infections or sinus headaches? You use nasal spray and antibiotics, but nothing works. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we have solutions. And with healthcare deductibles resetting soon, now's a great time to see if you're a candidate for a minimally invasive procedure called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine no more pain, no more congestion. Set an appointment today with Aspire to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich, back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new Tropical Cherry Limeade, a refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverages artificially flavored, participating U.S. locations.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Feel confident in your pet's safety while experiencing the convenience of Invisible Fence brand, customized for you and your pet's needs. Patented fence technology is paired with hands-on training from certified pet trainers who give your pet the safest freedom possible. Learn more by visiting InvisibleFence.com.
John Mellencamp is going to ROCK in 2024. And if you listen here with the free iHeartRadio app, you and a guest could be on your way to see him with VIP access to one of America's iconic rockers. We'll get you to a Mellencamp tour stop and put you up for 2 nights with front row seats, a backstage pass to meet John, and you'll walk away with a signed art book and a nice bag of treats. For a chance to win this iHeartRadio once-in-a-lifetime experience, listen to this station on the free iHeartRadio app.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
The Nashville Shooters Manifesto, people have been waiting on that forever. There's been a huge court case where they've been trying to block the release of it. All that very strange, but now, and this even stranger perhaps, some person leaked this out. We'll talk about that in jury duty. But I saw a protest this weekend. It's not the Palestine protest. Of course, I know that's going on out there.
There's a bunch of that.
There's a bunch of them. A lot of people in Washington, D.C., various other cities. And, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, people have the right to do that and get out there and just safely protest and say what they think, right? That's fine. That's America. Yeah. I think it's all good. But you have those protests going on. But there was another protest that happened this weekend. And when I saw this, I go, I've never been more out of touch with a movement in my life. I had no idea this was a thing, right?
I'm interested to find out what it is.
Okay, I had no idea that there were people that protested this. I had no idea that there was a movement related to this, but I swear to God it is. And there was a protest this weekend against going right on red. This is like an actual thing. There's
why?
I don't know. Maybe you could Google this and find out. There's a protest. They're anti going right on red. There's a whole movement behind this. And when I looked this up, I was like, I've never heard of this before in my life. Hold on, I'll try to pull it up. Do you see any organizations or whatever from this?
I found a CBS News article about it. I haven't read much of it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen these people, this says it's time for a nationwide ban on right on red turns. And we'll figure out why in just a second. But there was there's actual protesters who it's no right on red on their sign. And I'm I had no clue this was a thing. What does the CBS article say?
It says the United States is one of few major countries that generally allow right turns on red. So people are very concerned that people don't pay enough attention. One of these guys says drivers should not have the option to decide for themselves when they think it's safe. People are busy. People are distracted.
So what are they? They're hitting people on bikes and stuff? Or
I get pedestrians, bikes. Jay Bieber, executive director for policy at National Motorists Association, said what's really behind this movement is part of the agenda to make driving as miserable and as difficult as possible so people don't drive so much.
Big Doug Millionaire on Twitch says these people are just trolling like flat earthers. No, that this is real.
They're being legit.
This is an actual thing. The story I have in front of me says it's time to ban right on red. I had no idea people were protesting for this. Right turns on red lights are dangerous for pedestrians and cyclists, and yet they're still widely allowed across the United States. And they go into this whole thing. But there was is people with signs and protesting, and they're against right on red. And I've never even thought about it for like a second of my life that this would be something controversial.
First, they take away your ability to go right on red, and then who knows what rights you lose.
I'm not going to remember that. Like, I have a bad habit of thinking that every light is you could turn right on red. And
yeah, if you don't see the sign right away, it's easy to think that.
Yeah, I just pull up and I'm like, all right, here we go. And just pull out in front of somebody.
Is that the most dangerous driving maneuver you do?
Probably. I try to keep it relatively safe. Let's go. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there are lots of options for attorneys out there, but I want you to make the smart one, not somebody who's going to put you in a spreadsheet, let an algorithm decide when to solve the case or how much the case is worth. Somebody who's going to be an actual human who listens to your story and fights for you in the courtroom. That's Mo DeWitt. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. So, strangely enough, of all places, somebody leaked the Nashville shooters manifesto, allegedly, at least. I'm assuming that this is real. Unless this is like some attempt at burning his own career down, to Steven Crowder, the YouTuber.
Of all people.
Of all people, somebody, he says, leaked the Nashville shooters manifesto, and he asserts that this is real, and they have posted some of this online. The one that I'm seeing here is dated 3/27/23. Remember, there's been a huge court fight to get this released since the shooting itself, and they did not want to release it for whatever reason, but now it's out. So let me see. I'm taking a look. This says Death Day on the top, and can't read what it says over that because it's all kind of sloppy. It's got like a gun drawing. It says, today is the day. The day has finally come. I can't believe it's here. Don't know how I was able to get this far, but here I am. I'm a little nervous, but excited too. Been excited for the past 2 weeks. There were several times I could have been caught, especially back in the summer of 2021. And for those of you who don't remember this was in Nashville, and the person shot up, I think it was like a Christian school or something.
Yeah.
And the shooter was transgender. And immediately afterwards, they learned that there was like an extensive manifesto, or maybe even many of them. And since then, people have been arguing, media outlets have been arguing that it should be released. This says, none of that matters now. I'm almost an hour and 7 minutes away. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm ready. I hope my victims aren't. Jesus. My only fear is if anything goes wrong, I'll do my best to prevent anything of the sort. God, let my wrath take over my anxiety. It might be 10 minutes tops. It might be 3 to 7. It's going to go quick. I hope I have a high death count, ready to die, ha, 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 and then signed in the person's name. Very, very creepy. That's one.
Ha-ha is weird.
I know. It's
out of all of that.
Like, obviously, this is somebody who's mentally ill. I mean, to me, that seems just the idea that they could do this. Here's like a list or something from this person. It says, kill those kids, those crackers, going to private fancy schools with those fancy khakis and sports backpacks, and their daddy's Mustangs and convertibles. F you, little S's. I wish to shoot your weak ass D's with your mop yellow hair. Want to kill all you little crackers. Man, I'm saying some things right now. A bunch of little F word for gays with your white privileges. F you, F word for gays is what this one, this particular one says. And this is from an actual notebook. Like, that makes me wonder, is this legit? They didn't just leak out. Oh, I think it's photos of it. It's photos of the notebook. And you can see somebody's inside.
Does that say redacted on the side there?
Yeah. It says redacted over here. Maybe that would have given away the person who took the photographs of the actual manifesto from the Nashville shooter. This is like a timeline. There's a sticky note on it that says when to order lunch. It says death day. Get dressed at 7 a.m., something with stuffed animals and possessions, eat breakfast at home, pack up belongings, test knife or glass breaker on dad's old cars. Oh, it's like the thing to break the windows.
Yeah, like the emergency thing.
Yeah, to bust in. Leave for Royal Range. It's going to take 19, 20 minutes. Gear up and get your guns. Make a final videotape, they said. So maybe there's a video out there that this person did too. Leave for Covenant School. Arrive at Covenant. And then prepare for attack and open fire towards whatever. That's the whole thing that they've got. So this leaked out. And I wonder what's going to happen now. Like, the person could get in trouble for leaking out the manifesto to begin with. And that would lead to them maybe even getting some charges for this. I think. I don't know. Maybe they say they're like a whistleblower. And it has to be somebody, I would think, in law enforcement, or maybe an attorney that got their hands on this.
Yeah, how else would you have it?
And it may have never leaked out to begin with if not for the person who sent this, or it may have not gotten out through the actual courtroom itself. So that's all the information that's out there about that after months and months and months. Like 8 months, I think, have gone by since that shooting. Now they've released this info. Also, this isn't related to jury duty stuff, but it's kind of funny to me. Mark Zuckerberg got hurt while he was training for his MMA fight.
It is kind of funny.
He tore his ACL while training for this fight. He takes this stuff really seriously.
He does.
Like, he really is into martial arts. He said, I tore my ACL sparring. I just got out of surgery to replace it. Grateful for the doctors and team taking care of me. I was training for a competitive MMA fight early next year, but now that's delayed a bit. Still looking forward to doing it after I recover. Thanks to everyone for the love and support, says Mark Zuckerberg.
There's one picture of, I think it's his wife, like dabbing his head in a hospital bed, like he's got tuberculosis or something. I'll send it to you real quick.
He just tore his ACL. It is kind of interesting that he's taken this hobby so seriously, and I think Elon Musk would probably be better off just maybe avoiding this fight if he doesn't have any experience whatsoever, because they were going to fight each other at one point. Hold on, I got this photo. It looks like he's on his deathbed.
Like he's a sick Victorian child.
I made it through. I've survived. She's dabbing on his forehead as he sits in the hospital bed. Poor guy. All he's got is billions to cry into.
Darn.
When we come back, there was a fight on an aircraft. What was it all over? We're going to find out in just a moment. Plus, we're going to hear from you and see how those dispatches go. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
holiday magic
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for slowdowns westbound on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Delays on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Around the perimeter of I-4, traffic is collision-free and moving without delays on the Greenway and State Road 429. You won't be expecting any delays on Florida's Turnpike. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
Save up to 70% at Mattress Warehouse today and sleep better tonight, knowing you got the best possible price. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or Mattress Warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater. Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches. Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Brian has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and potatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Rebath. You know, any company that has great products and great services does not need high-pressure sales pitches, and Rebath does that. No high-pressure sales tactics. You will never be in a must-buy right now situation with Rebath. And there's no pricing games either, like other companies that start super high, then drop the price in half immediately if you buy today. It doesn't work like that with Rebath of Orlando. Still the only company that does full, complete bathroom remodeling, top to bottom, and they do it right the first time. Always stay in tune with their website for brand new designs. That's rebathmidfla.com. In all my years of endorsing this company, I've never had a complaint. And there's a reason the big box stores choose Rebath for their bathroom remodeling business. This is a national brand that stands behind what they say and what they do. Rebath of Mid-Florida's reputation is so good, there are companies mimicking what they do and claiming to be with them. That's not true. Do your research and ask questions. Don't be fooled by imposters. Get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. Showroom 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Hop online and check out the before and afters at rebathmidfla.com.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon, iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon, and other gifts for the fam that they'll love this holiday.
Trade in your old iPhone and get a brand new iPhone 15 Pro and Apple TV 4K and Apple One,
all 3 on them. It's a great deal, don't sleep on it. Offer ends soon once again. iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon. Is this song stuck in your head?
This holiday, trade in any iPhone in any condition for the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and 6 months of Apple One, all on us with unlimited Ultimate. Act now. Visit Verizon.com. 6 months of Apple One, then $10 per month. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on unlimited Ultimate plan required. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Apple TV 4K and Apple One offers require eligible phone purchase with activation on unlimited Ultimate. Additional terms and conditions apply. Visit Verizon.com for details.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. Thank you. I just take 1 pill each morning and 0 heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
No payments until February of next year? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
Strange humans out there. A story I see earlier today. It says, I'm an interior designer and having one Christmas tree just isn't enough anymore. And
all right.
Look at that. And I go, wait, what? You know what this is? This is a self-report. This is a tell. That if you say I'm an interior designer and having one Christmas tree in your house isn't enough anymore, that's a self-report that you have a big-ass house. You're not saying this in a one-bedroom apartment.
Although, if you are in perhaps a studio apartment with 3 Christmas trees, reevaluate a little bit.
Yeah, that might be a little overkill, I think. Having one Christmas tree isn't enough anymore. Please don't put this on me. I already got a Christmas tree bill heading at me probably this weekend, probably on Saturday or something. We'll go to Home Depot, look at it in person, because we got to get the right one this time. We have failed for 3 years in a row to get a Christmas tree, a fake Christmas tree.
Can't wait for this time next year. Same situation.
Same story. Yeah, should be. It just wasn't the one, Sean. We're landing on the perfect fake Christmas tree. Then we'll keep that one forever. And now we got people shouting at me that one Christmas tree is not enough. That's it's ridiculous. Now, you guys are lying too on chat. You guys are absolutely full of it. We have 6 trees. Somebody says there's no way you have 6 trees in your house. Are you a lunatic? 6 Christmas trees? You go one room. You have one room and then you have a Christmas tree in that room. Put it on display.
I love Amy's. I'm an interior design student and there is no rule on how many damn Christmas trees you're going to have. Have one, have none, have 70.
Thank you, Amy, for fighting back against this nonsense. Everybody can have as many Christmas trees as they want. But I'm telling you, the more you have, the more weird I think you are. It goes back to I was at a bar one time. And I'm sitting there, and this guy next to me and his wife, they're like super talkative types. And I go, I know what's happening here. Just embrace it, Sean, because this guy's going to start a conversation no matter what. And so we start talking. He goes, I got to show you something. I got to show you my house. And I go, oh, does this guy have like a big house he's showing off? All right, flex move, buddy. And he goes, you got to see this. Here it is. And he comes over by me, and he takes his phone out horizontally. And he starts playing me videos. He played me a series of videos, Josh. I think there was 5 to 6 total.
Of his house.
Of his house. And this was in the heat of the summer, just in case you were wondering. And in these videos that he's playing for me on his cell phone, he's giving me a tour of his house, and it's like all done Christmas stuff. All year round, all Christmas. There's like garland on the staircase. There's like Christmas trees everywhere. There's stockings. There's everything you can think of. Entire house done this way.
Year round.
Year-round Christmas house. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, do your thing. Whatever makes you happy, buddy. Do your thing. But for me, the thing that I like about the month of December is that it's different because it's not always like that. You don't always have the Christmas tree up. You get that month where you're like, oh, this is a special time. And you can kind of fall into the Christmas theme.
Yeah, if you're in Winter Wonderland year round, the novelty's gone.
It is, because you just go back home and you're like, I'm home. I'm back home where the Christmas tree is. It's always here.
Oh, fun.
It never goes away. And that guy just wanted to live that life. More than one Christmas tree is fine if you really want it. But like the gall to come forward and say, I'm an interior designer and having one Christmas tree is not enough anymore. It's just not enough. Arnaud says our neighbor has a house that's Christmas all year round. They were on Christmas lights fight Christmas lights fight a while back. Oh, the TV show? I've seen
Is that a show?
Well, I've seen it, but I've never watched it.
Because that sounds more like code enforcement's knocking on your door.
Maybe that's it. Michelle says, I have one artificial tree that goes up after Thanksgiving. We buy the real one about 2 weeks before Christmas. Nothing beats that smell. So you're a 2-tree house, too. There's a bunch of 2-tree houses, even 3-tree houses. You're insane.
Unreal. Oh, the Great Christmas Light Fight. That is a show.
Yeah, I've seen like the artwork for it on Apple TV, but I've never watched it. And I used to have a friend who his parents did Christmas this way. And I thought, I don't know if this is genius or the laziest thing I've ever seen in my life. His name is Chris. Chris
Christmas.
No, it's Chris. Why don't you say the last name? Chris and his brother Brian that I grew up with. And their mother, who I knew for most of my childhood, I could not remember. I don't know if I thought this was lazy or genius. What she would do was, when it was Christmas time, she would go into this closet in like an extra room in her house, and she would grab the tree and put it out. And when she put the tree out, all she had to do was take the sheet that was on top of the tree off, because it still had all the same ornaments and it had all the lights and it had everything on it. And so at the end of the Christmas season,
I don't hate it.
She puts the sheet back on the tree and she puts it in the closet. It's like just plug and play, as easy as it possibly could be. Before we get to your dispatches, I do have to come down on Taylor Swift fans for just a moment here.
No.
Some of you are great. You're just having fun. You're enjoying your Taylor Swift music and the tours and spending your life savings to go see this billionaire perform
Wearing
on stage.
diapers and nosebleeds.
Yes, yeah, you're doing all these things. This is a bridge too far. Taylor Swift fans in Argentina have been camping out in tents to try to get the front row, because it's like general admission, I guess, for this show. So they've been camping out in tents to try to get the front row seats at this Eras tour in Argentina. They have been waiting in line for 5 months.
Oh, my God.
For 5 months, they have been waiting in a tent in line, occupying these tents so that they could be front row for the Taylor Swift concert. And I got to tell you, it's time to get your life together. It's time to reassess, and it's time to get more of a life.
5 months?
5 months. Imagine 5 months of your life.
Do they work?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like they do.
Or they have a remote job that they can somehow do from a tent.
Imagine in June, you were like, you said to your wife, you're like, all right, I'll see you later. I want front row seats. I got to go in a tent to get the front row. And now you were still there. Let's catch up with a couple of you. And Jeffrey is joining us talking about Christmas trees.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
Christmas trees. If you want a really nice Christmas tree, Balsam Hill Christmas trees. They're not real. They're fake, but they are the most realistic tree you'll ever find.
Balsam
Hill? You'll pay a good penny for it, but you'll keep it forever. Me and my wife have ours now for, I don't know, probably 8-9 years now. And it's pre-lit and the whole deal. So anyway.
Man, you probably just cost me some money, my friend, because, damn it.
Hey, they have a 40% off sale right now.
What, dude? Are you kidding me? Okay, they start at $3.99.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's better. That's better. The one that I just saw.
The range here is insane.
All right, yeah, here's the one that I was reacting to, okay? I hope that Courtney doesn't see this and like this. This one is an 18-foot California baby redwood artificial Christmas tree. It's $8,000. The tree is $8,000. Some of these are well up into the thousands of dollars. Holy cow, man.
18 feet, huh?
Courtney, don't even think about it. 18 feet is way big.
Do you even have the ceilings?
No, I don't think we do. Even in like the tallest place. Let's see. The 229 is not bad. That's a good deal.
Get a traditional classic evergreen spruce, 6.5 feet, $299.
He's not kidding though. These really do look way more real than all the other Christmas trees that I've seen.
They do. They're pretty nice.
8 or 9 feet. Okay, these ones are 8 or 9 feet. They look beautiful. Oh God, it's like they're 8 or 9 feet's like $1,000 or more. 1,249. Oh, buddy, you are killing me with this over here. Okay, let's go back to the dispatches. We got to get away from this. Here's the doctor.
Go with Balsam Hill. No! It's the ultimate Christmas tree if you want artificial. It'll be great. They all look fantastic. A little pricey, but the way to go.
What are you guys doing?
What are the odds?
All right, erase all of this.
How many more Balsam Hills do we have in here?
We don't want to hear any more about that, please. I'm going to have to pay $1,000 for a damn Christmas tree if that's what happens.
Get the Rockefeller pine.
How much is a Rockefeller pine?
$2,500. It's on sale. 15 feet.
Here's Green Panda.
Hey, Josh and Sean. Happy Monday. As always, loving the show. Just want to chime in on Mark Zuckerberg thing.
All right.
I give him props for doing the jiu-jitsu thing. It's very tough. He's still a dweeb, but a rich-ass dweeb anyway. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, loving the show. You guys did a great job. Just the two of you. Sausage party. Have a good one.
Thank you, Green Panda. We got our friend Casey helping us on the other side. Thank
Real
God.
sausage party.
Yeah, he's keeping us safe here. DeLand Man wants to talk about Elf.
Hey, junkies. Hope you're having a good day. I just happened to catch a little bit of the show earlier. I'm sorry I'm not listening to more of it today. I should be.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree.
I was listening to you guys talk with Amy Caulfield about the news, and Elf came up, and I have to say, at my house, Elf is required viewing for Christmas, and it's my wife who's obsessed with that movie.
It's good.
So much so that we wander around all Christmas time saying every line that you can remember in that movie, and there's a lot of good ones. So anyway, I just happened to be hearing a little bit of that earlier, and hoping you guys are going to have a good week.
You too.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
That is a good line.
Oh, we were supposed to play this. Milan Server sent what he said was a very important dispatch.
He wants that free month.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's already a subscriber. Good for you, man.
Yo, happy time of day of week.
Hey.
I don't really have anything to say. I just want to say thank you for the show. I get to listen live today. What up, Sean? What up, Pinkman?
Phoning
Sabrina,
it in.
I hope you're having fun in Ireland.
She's posting on her Instagram.
C-Lane, love you, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys have a great day. Later.
This is very important. He's right. Thanks for calling our attention to that. Making sure that made it on here. It's better than me hearing more about the artificial trees that cost $8 billion. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into that airline fight that I was talking about. And a teacher called his student something that has him in a whole world of trouble. What did he call the student? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Bot free since 2008. At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Watch out for congestion on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. You can expect your regular delays on the on and off ramps from Florida's Turnpike to State Road 429 and vice versa. Traffic is collision free and moving without delays on the beach line, and traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hiring. Explore a variety of full-time and part-time roles at the heart of the magic and enjoy great benefits like complimentary theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
Hey, Sabrina here, and my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Monday Mind Boggler. The first person to answer this riddle correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here's your riddle. I'm the rare case when today comes before yesterday. What am I? If you know the answer, email me at sabrina@realradio.fm or leave a dispatch using the News Junkie app. The first person to send the correct answer wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's riddle, don't worry. You've got another shot every Monday. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. If you love great food and incredible atmospheres, you will absolutely love Maxine's on Shine. I certainly do. For more information on location and reservations for the spot with my full-hearted recommendation, go to Maxine'sOnShine.com. Tell Kurt and Maxine that Sabrina from the News Junkie sent you.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Stella Artois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Pub Orlando on iDrive this Friday, November 10th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Hi there, I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah, I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app?
Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts. Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations.
It's free.
I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
I gotta tell you, I absolutely love radio. Obviously, it's been something that I've been into since I was a little kid, and I wanted to work on the radio. At first, I did music radio, but I realized quickly you don't get to do enough in music radio.
Yeah, it's minimal talking.
Yeah, they got you down to just like a couple of seconds. So you're talking, and you're like, "Hey, this is Britney Spears," and you just really, you're not saying a lot, man. And they will tighten that up even more and more. But driving around this weekend, you guys, I'm so happy that you hang out with us every day listening on this station, no matter where you are. If you're in Orlando on Real Radio 104.1, if you're in West Palm Beach on Real Radio 92.1, if you're in the Treasure Coast on Real Radio 101.7, if you're in Rochester hanging out with us there, if you're in Dallas listening to the show on The Freak, I love that you give us your time every day. But I also understand why you may gravitate toward this show a little bit more. Because as we were running some errands and driving around and doing stuff this weekend, we're just flipping between all the music radio stations in town. And, I mean, we multiple times flipped from one station to another, and it was the same exact song that was on.
Yep.
And Taylor Swift is on all of them. Is Taylor Swift crazy on all of these stations? You tune in, and if you listen for 20 minutes, you're going to hear the same song twice. You're going to hear the same song. They're programming for just for people's commutes now, where you play the top songs in the country, and then you repeat them every 22 minutes or so. And so you're probably right now hearing a Taylor Swift song maybe 4 times per hour, maybe as much as that.
Easily.
And so when you are listening to these stations, it used to be that you might, if you're hanging out at home, maybe you're working on something in the garage, you might put a radio station on and just hang out with it for the day. And there'd be new people that would come on, and they might even play a different kind of music, and you listen to that for a bit. Now, there's no way anybody's doing that anymore, because if you had it on just in the background, it's so repetitive and insane. And there's 5 songs that I'm hearing over. It's not just one radio station or company. It's all of the radio stations
across the board,
except for one. There was one great savior, one saving grace. Sunday Morning Coming Down is the only thing that plays different music. Award-winning Sunday Morning Coming Down with Josh is the only one that mixes it up. I really wish we could kind of go back to a different time in music radio. I don't think we ever will. I really don't believe we ever will. But I wish that we could. And I used to enjoy listening to BBC Radio 1. That was the radio station that I listened to. Why? Because each DJ that went on there played different stuff. And they planned out a show, like a show full of all the music they were going to play, new music, and all kinds of different things. And there was so much to it at that time. And Zane Lowe was the guy that I really liked. He works for Apple Music now, as well as a couple other people I used to work with now are over at Apple Music. But Zane Lowe was really good, and he always would introduce me to music when I was listening to that show. But every day it was something different. You know, they would play the hits in there a little bit, but there would be much more of a variety. Now they are just ramming it and cramming it right down your eardrums, one after another. So I'm glad that we can hang out with each other and bond over this, because I know that's probably why a lot of you, especially like every damn delivery driver, listens to the show, I think. Because they don't want to drive around and hear those same songs over, even if they like music. They don't want to hear that stuff so many times. Kelly says on YouTube, every time I turn on the radio, a Red Hot Chili Peppers song is on. That Taylor Swift for me. Staley says, this is exactly why I can't listen to normal radio anymore. I wish they would zap that and really just try to improve it and make it so there's more of a variety and there's more to the personalities. And it's not that the personalities who work on these stations, these are people we know. These are friends.
They're good at their jobs.
They're good. They just don't get to talk that much.
Yeah, and they're very interesting to talk to.
Right. But they don't give them enough time to like express themselves or turn into something that the average listener could connect with. You need at least a little bit of time to do this.
And it takes us, a predominantly talk station, to allow once a week Angel to do a show.
Yeah.
And then me and Joseph to do a show that's completely different music.
Those are the only two shows that I know of right now. And I may be wrong. And if there's anybody else in radio that's listening to this, we got a lot of people in the industry that listen to the show. If I'm wrong, all the apologies. But those are the only two shows in radio I know right now where the people who are presenting the shows get to pick whatever they want to play. They get to actually select the music.
And it's cool that way.
That's very uncommon in other places. Very uncommon. You used to rely on the DJ at the music station to have good taste in music, and therefore that would bring in ratings. But now every radio station just watches what's happening on a couple of radio stations, like I don't know, the pop station in New York, which is, damn it, man, what is the pop station in New York City? I can't think of it right now for some reason.
It's the popular one.
No, the one with the morning zoo, and it's like all the token stuff.
Top 40 and all that.
Yeah, hang on, because this is going to drive me crazy if I can't think of it. New York City Top 40. This is the one that like almost everybody emulates. I will find this. Z100 is the station.
That's the one.
Z100 is the big station in New York where they do this. And every other little radio station around the country looks at what they're playing and they play that. They say, this must be the stuff that we're supposed to play. I just really, really loved the time when those people could be more creative and flex their muscles a little bit more. All right, let's see what you got going on and see what's happening in your world. Dispatches are coming in from people like this. Here's Loose Neutral with a dispatch.
What up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, about the McDonald's prices, $16 for a meal and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get delivery, you get the app. There's all these little things, but there's only one true hack. If you get a Balsam Hill Christmas, those meals go right back to $6.
I'm screwed with this show is over. I know she's searching for Christmas trees on that website. Jeffrey has something for us.
Hey, Sean, if you think about it, with those Christmas trees, they're well worth the money. Think about what you spend every year on a tree, and think about all the trees that we're killing and just throwing away. And I'm telling you, when my wife first showed it to me, I was skeptical as well. But we ended up spending, like, for an 8-foot tree, like $1,200–1,300, I think it was. But well worth it. All right, man. Think about it.
Yeah,
Research.
they're beautiful and all, but $1,200 for an artificial tree is steep, and some of them are like $8,000.
I just buy a real one for like $50 every year.
Right, yeah. And you're like, look, it looks real because this is an actual Christmas tree. What are we doing over here?
Smells good, too.
Oh, man. All right. We're going to let these sit still for just a moment. Let me pay off this story where there's a bunch of people who have been getting in fights on flights in the last couple of years. The latest one I saw was this woman who was saying, screaming angrily at somebody, that she was allowed to put her seat back because people behind her were yelling at her after the flight, you put your seat back the entire time. And she's like, I'm allowed to do this. And they got into a big fight on this flight. But the video that I actually liked, that I thought was fantastic, was, and I don't know if you've seen this, Josh, but there was a guy sitting in his seat on the plane, and he's got the camera forward, and then he points the camera straight down. And when he points the camera straight down, you see 2 feet from the person behind him.
I think I did see this.
The person behind him has their feet all the way up under his chair, and they're poked out. His toes, the naked toes of this person, sockless, are just out there. And he takes the water bottle he's drinking and takes off the cap.
I did see that.
And he just slowly pours water on the person's toes that went all the way under the seat and in front of his. And that's the punishment you get. And the punishment that you deserve, mind you, That is the punishment
Yeah.
you deserve for doing that.
Why are you barefoot on an airplane anyway?
That's
gross.
That is an infraction, and one that you should have to pay for. Some trouble in the White House after this weekend. There was a lot of experts suggesting it was time for Joe Biden to step down. He's just too old in 2024. They said new polling from the New York Times and Siena College found Mr. Biden losing in one-on-one matchups with former President Donald J. Trump in 5 critical swing states. That's Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. He's ahead by 2 percentage points in Wisconsin. Although the polling is worrisome for the president, Mr. Biden still has a year to campaign, which his team emphasized on Sunday. So they said they're still sticking through this. There's no way he's going to step out of the way.
Nah.
I don't even know if a lot of Democrats are like disillusioned with Joe Biden because of his policies. Maybe now there's a lot of people who are upset about the Israel-Palestine stuff, and Biden is deeply supportive of the state of Israel, and some on the far left don't like that. But overall, I think they probably would be fine with it. He's just so old. It's mostly just the idea that he seems too old to do the job. But I would not expect anybody to be taking his place. I think that he's going to fight on no matter what. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today, to wrap everything up for a Monday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
He called it Hyman Gate.
Hyman Gate.
Yeah, which is a little redundant.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Al Singargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the low 80s. You can expect full-on sunshine no matter where you are across Central Florida. It is going to be a lovely day. You can expect overnight lows to dip into the cool mid-60s. And then, boy, are we warming up by later this week. You can expect highs back to the mid and upper 80s through Friday.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Feel confident in your pet's safety while experiencing the convenience of Invisible Fence brand, customized for you and your pet's needs. Patented fence technology is paired with hands-on training from certified pet trainers who give your pet the safest freedom possible. Learn more by visiting InvisibleFence.com.
Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, and GMC Nations Trucks has got them all, and they're going to save you money versus buying new. Do it this weekend. Head over to nationstrucks.com and check out their inventory of badass trucks, lifted trucks, work trucks, diesels, and 4x4s. They specialize in lifted trucks. And most importantly, they've got them on the lot right now at a time where so many other people don't. So if you are looking to make that upgrade, make this weekend be the one you do it. Go to nationstruck.com, work out your deal with approved credit. Take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99%. Make no payments for 120 days. Before you buy any truck, new or used, go see our friends at Nations Trucks in Sanford. Let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
First, we tried a cheaper grocery store, but we still couldn't buy enough food. I keep smiling because I don't want my parents to feel bad. They work so hard, and I know how much they love me. But people like you give us hope. This holiday season, every $10 you donate to Second Harvest Food Bank helps provide 40 meals. Thanks to you, we can enjoy a big meal together as a family. Give today at feedhopenow.org.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
Paid for by Steel Man Pills. 800-218-5088. 800-218-5088. 800-218-5088. That's 800-218-5088.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, we want to share special thank you messages this Veterans Day. And who better to hear them from than your friends and family?
Happy Veterans Day to my husband, Timothy Golden. We are so proud of you.
I'd like to shout out Brendan Barrett, who served as an infantryman in the U.S. Army.
Sending a happy Veterans Day shout out to my amazing husband, Shane Dixon.
And from all of us here, happy Veterans Day. Use hashtag Gratitude Mission to thank a veteran and honor their service. Your service inspires ours. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
SafeTouch offer modern options to secure your home or business with just a tap on your phone, watch, or tablet. Right now, buy one outdoor camera with 24/7 recording. Get one free. Visit safetouch.com. SafeTouch. Peace of mind with a purpose. State license number EF20001945.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going. We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood,
Elton John, Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, and more. Your all-access pass on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame red carpet. Plus,
I don't see Ariana and Tom reconciling.
Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix face each other in another tense Vanderpump reunion. BravoCon's wildest moments. Then, our exclusive with Danny and Lucy DeVito as the father-daughter duo take over Broadway.
I've known you a really long time.
It's been a while.
Oh.
Next Access Hollywood. And Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
Dave Binion with Zero Res. Let us help you get ready for the holidays. Book today and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, we will give you 25% off your tile and grout cleaning. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hello there. Hi, Paul McCartney here. Ringo here, asking you to listen to Now and Then, the new Beatles single.
To hear the Beatles anytime, just search the Beatles on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in nursing education. It's your move. Get going at one of our 22 campuses or online at rasmussen.edu.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Monday. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate that. And you know what? You can hang out with us some more if you'd like, because I said this week is a subathon letting you know about secret shows, which you could subscribe to on the News Junkie app, or even better yet, over on the newsjunkie.com. Completely uncensored shows. There's well over 300 of them, and you're going to have a good time, I think. Each week, you can subscribe to either the audio or the video to watch in full HD. You can beam it to your television, to your car radio. Any way you can listen to secret shows. So go check that out and learn more at thenewsjunkie.com for our subathon this week, and use the promo code 1 week, all one word, 1 week, for your first week free. Here we go. Before we get to your dispatches, I wanted to pay off the tease about the teacher who got in trouble for calling his student something. It says, a 12-year-old boy is very upset because of something that happened at a Utah middle school. His teacher said that he looked like Kim Jong-un in front of the entire class. The boy's father was not happy with this.
I'd imagine so.
The teacher allegedly compared the student to the North Korean supreme leader as they showed a picture of him on the large screen to the entire class, it's claimed. The teacher then asked the class if they agreed, and some of the students laughed in response, according to the boy's father. They said, being ignorant is not acceptable when you're a grown-up. When you're kids, you make a lot of mistakes and you learn from it. But these are adults, Dad said. How dare he do this? So the teacher now in trouble and some hot water for telling the student he looked like Kim Jong-un.
I mean, does he, though?
I don't know. They didn't show a photo.
I'm just picturing a kid with the same dumb haircut.
Yeah. I mean, it probably looks somewhat like him. But I like how the teacher brings him up and puts like a photo of him up on like the projector. And he's like, hey, students, doesn't he really look like Kim Jong-un?
See?
Look at him, I swear. Like, oh, this might not be a great move for you. Let's get to these final dispatches. A lot of people talking about radio. Here's Twink with a dispatch.
Hello, everybody. So about radio, yeah, I agree with you, man. Radio is a big dump right now. It seems like every time I try to venture out and I'll go, oh, let me check out the rock station, it's always like a Stone Temple Pilots song or Led Zeppelin or something. It's never anything terribly new. I remember back in the day, I recorded the whole AC/DC Back in Black album off the radio because they played it one night at midnight. And so there you go. All right, thank you. That's my bit. Twinkle shout.
Thank you. That's old school stealing. You just like hit record on the tape player.
Sneaky.
Steal an album that way. John Hanan is chiming in.
Oh, boy.
He's talking about holiday magic, I guess.
Hey, News Junkie crew.
Hey.
And Pinkman.
Hello, John.
I only wanted to say that I really, really want to chop the holiday magic in the throat. That's it.
I'm gonna jump in here because you're not the only one who I've heard who hates the holiday magic thing. Forrest, the Radon Cowboy, who comes in here each week with Moses DeWitt, our attorney friend. Forrest hates the holiday magic thing. He's like, oh, the holiday magic thing. And I'm like, I like it.
It's the bane of his existence.
Yeah, I don't know why he hates it so much. Why is he against it? Or John and On for that measure. Why he hates this. I like it. I think it's a fun little thing. And somebody told me the backstory of it. They're like, yeah, you got it from like a lottery commercial and it was on the Jim Phillips show. And then, you know,
a lot of lore around the holiday magic.
Yeah, it's got lore. Why would you be against this at all? There's no reason to be against this, but some people are very anti-holiday magic. Steve has a dispatch about radio.
Try WPRK, Rollins College Radio.
I don't even know where that is. I'm sorry.
Winter Park.
Is it? I mean, I know where the city is. I know where that is. I don't know where it is on the radio. I don't know any of the stations, man. I just know I flip back and forth, and there's like 5 songs playing. Last one. You know what? We're done with these for today. Well, no, we'll do one last one. Here's Concrete Mike.
Happy Monday, News Junkie crew.
Hey.
So you're talking about the great Christmas light fight. Man, guys, do yourself a favor. Sit back with your women one evening, and when the show comes on, and watch that. It'll make you feel better about yourself. These people go out of control. Some of these people have as many lights as the entire city of St. Augustine in their property. It is ridiculous.
Let them have their fun. I'm never going to do it, but they can have their fun. Let's do the stories that did make the cut. Brought to you by our friends at Nations Trucks. Go over to get the truck of your dreams over at nationstrucks.com. Whether you want a big truck, a little truck, a lifted truck, a work truck, whatever kind of truck you're into.
Any truck.
They've got it for you right there on the lot, and you can peruse that selection of trucks over at nationstrucks.com. This is some frightening stuff. Speaking of radio, in Manila, in the Philippines, a radio anchor was fatally shot by a man inside his radio station. They said it was witnessed by people watching the program live on Facebook. So he was streaming as well. The gunman gained entry into the home base radio station of provincial news broadcaster Juan Jumalan by pretending to be a listener. He then shot him twice during a live morning broadcast in this town. The attacker snatched the victim's gold necklace before fleeing with a companion who waited outside. An investigation is underway to identify the gunman and establish if the attack was work-related. But dude was just trying to do his radio show and ends up getting shot. Also, Hamburg Airport was closed for 18 hours. There was a hostage situation. A guy was on the tarmac had a gun he was shooting off, and it was like driving underneath one of the other planes that was there. It was wild.
Whoa.
All of this was because he was in a custody arrangement that he was not happy with his wife, and he was protesting that by doing this. Not a good idea. Probably going to spend some time behind bars as a result. And finally, major changes coming to the home buying process. They said this is a federal jury's decision in Missouri that found the National Association of Realtors and Large Brokerages conspired to keep commissions artificially high. Ooh. They're liable for $1.8 million in damages. This decision could have a major impact on anybody buying or selling a home. It could lead to a 30% decrease in the $100 billion Americans pay in real estate commissions every year, they say. And those changes are on the way very soon. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, November 6, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. A big thanks to our friend Casey back at HQ. Casey, we appreciate you helping us out today. Woo! And he's going to be with us tomorrow, I believe, as well. Couldn't do it without him. So we appreciate you, Casey. Here we go. Today I learned this show right here.
Oh.
Yep, not 20.
24.
24 plus 6?
30.
30 Rock is correct. Had to lift you up and get you there.
We got there.
Tina Fey has a scar you might have seen on her face. She got this scar on her chin at 5 years old. She doesn't like to talk about it much. When a stranger randomly entered her yard while she was playing and slashed her face.
Oh, my God.
She said. And that's so crazy to think about. Imagine just like playing in your yard as a kid and some weirdo wanders into your front yard and just slashes your face. That's what happened to Tina Fey. Today, obesity in young adult Americans rose from 33% to 41% from 2009 to 2020. That's when we really slid into some fat territory. Diabetes and obesity, two risk factors, are on the rise among young adults as a result of this, as you may imagine.
Good for us.
Today, I learned this guy right here.
That's David Bowie.
David Bowie is correct. This is a weird one. David Bowie used to carry a Greek newspaper with him while he was traveling around New York. Why? To give the impression that he was a Greek man who looked like David Bowie, hoping that people would leave him alone.
My name, Mykonos.
I don't know if it actually worked, if his Mykonos disguise was successful.
Really odd choice.
Yeah, it's like maybe you put on a mustache.
Wear like a baseball cap like Ben Affleck or something.
Yeah, so you got to do something to kind of hide your identity. That's not going to do it. Today, the 2029 Asian Winter Games is supposed to be held in Trohana in Saudi Arabia. Trohana is a great place to host this. There's just one problem. The city doesn't even exist yet. This place is part of a plan to build out Saudi Arabia, and they're building an entire city. And in 2029, they're going to have the Asian Winter Games there. So good luck getting all of that done on time. Today I learned this thing right here.
I'm just a bill.
Yes, Schoolhouse Rock.
That's right, Schoolhouse Rock. In the song I'm Just a Bill, it was a traffic bill that they were talking about. It was passed to make school buses stop at railroad crossings and become a law. It was actually never approved, though, so it didn't go through anywhere.
All right.
And they weren't able to get that as far through as they wanted to in Schoolhouse Rock. And finally, let's just wrap it up and get the hell out of here. Today I learned this guy right here.
Kid Rock.
It is Kid Rock. Kid Rock did not grow up in a trailer park. He did not grow up poor, despite what you may have heard.
What?
He grew up on a 6-acre estate in a 5,628 square foot house that had its own apple orchard. So Kid Rock's parents were doing just fine back then, despite his trailer park image. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. If you missed any of the show, go grab the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's all good and it's all in fun. They get in the pit and try to love someone.
Chance to win $1,000.